You know you have to survive. You've got to keep the dream alive, where everything is free. Can't you see? You know you have to survive. You've got to keep the dream alive, where everything is free. Can't you see? So many things that we've been through. Can you feel it?
And good evening, everybody. What's up, Tryhard Nation? What it do, bitches? All right, let's get the fuck up in here. All right, what's up? What's up? Happy you're streaming. It saved my boring ass night. Yeah. Sorry. I know it's been a bit of a rocky day. I did want to open with talking to y'all about that. You know, just to take a second here. Believe you me, I always feel some level of like guilt when it's like a day that I could have came live earlier. It's actually pretty hard. I'm trying to fight that more often as we go along here. But I just wanted to reassure you that, you know, I'm working on, you know, I'm working on a bunch of shit right now, and it's been pretty fucking tough. You know, recently we watched the Sakurai finale special, and I saw how Masahiro Sakurai just said, you know, that he did the entire YouTube channel's scripts in 1 month, and then shot everything, and then was shooting like, you know, upwards of 12 videos a day, because it's all he had time to do before production on his next game began, which was apparently in 2021, 2022, right? And I'm like, okay, you know what, dude, that is so inspiring. I didn't think that was even like, I never even heard of that level of work ethic. That is insane. I'm wondering, you know, okay, I think part of that is that just, you know, Sakurai from the very jump, but really anyone extraordinary is going to have their foundation and be really organized. I have not been that. I've been anything but organized. I have ambition, but I'm often stumbling over my lack of a foundation in the first place. So with that, you know, it's like, okay, well, like, if I want to be the YouTuber I want to be, then my files should be organized. And the thing that I had shown y'all recently, or at least yesterday anyway, was the fact that we went ham. I went crazy. And you can see here that now my directories are really organized, and for the first time ever, effectively ever, 2012 to now has been just total chaos. It's just been like, I fill the current hard drive, I buy a bigger hard drive, I drag and drop the whole hard drive in like a to be organized dump folder, and then I'll just come back to it later. This is probably in reason why I lost like 4 years of VODs, because like 2015 to 20 or late 2014 to 2018 is just a giant nothing. It's missing. I don't know where it's at. I don't know what hard drive it is. I couldn't even tell you because I never had any of that shit organized. Yada, yada, yada. But yeah, here we are now, and it's been a gargantuan task in that I've been trying to organize what is mostly amounting to anywhere from like 50 to 80 terabytes of data. This isn't all of it. This is just like what's connected right now. But you know, I had a lot of redundancies, and I cleaned up a lot of shit. So this is like it looking good. You know, like the nappy pubes is what I had before, but now there's like actually know why things are where they are generally, and that took a very, very long time. And it's a uniquely taxing task because it's a very decision heavy. It's a very decision heavy thing, right? Like you're going through what past you gave everything a label and to a certain degree an antiquated value to, and then you have to look at it, maybe open it up, and then assess, okay, is this valuable? Most things, yes, there is like a value to these things, right? And then you have to figure, okay, well, if the value's higher than 1, right? If it's 0, toss it. If it's 1 or higher, 100 being the highest, where does it go? How do you file it? Where does it, you know, you have to like figure all that shit out. And it's like you're building relevant longevity directories, relevant long-term value systems for all this shit. And it's actually pretty stressful. It's a lot of crap to go through. And so, oh, don't worry. These are okay. I hear you loud and clear. You're not the first person to tell me this, and also I'm aware of that. I intend to have these things, you know, backed up and rated soon. I'm just working on. I don't even like that I even have them this way currently. I'm gonna order some more. I'm waiting until Black Friday to have some more storage on sale, and then go from there on like alleviating all this here. Don't worry. No, I hear you. You're coming from an area of concern. I understand. I just wanted you to know that I'm aware of all that. Like I don't like partition extra hardcore or anything like that.
Hexen.
Hey, thank you, Lizukex. I am saying your name botched up here. I'm so sorry. So, but again, less about that, more that again. I'm working on that. Don't even look at this as like I'm happy where I am now. This is more just to kind of like give some transparency and reassurance that you're not seeing me live, but I'm actually working harder than I ever have before. Like, this is such a unique task here. I don't know if y'all can if y'all can relate, hashtag relatable here, but like I have never organized my files pretty much ever. Like 2012 full-time streaming, or really even before that, my entire Twitch career has always been at the absence of the abundance of time. Like when I wasn't full-time, that was when I was also a broke ass college student and had, and was barely dodging student loans. So, me streaming on Twitch was like a thing I can only squeeze in whenever I was like, skipping homework effectively, as a student hex, I guess. And then when I became full-time, okay, now it's okay. Well, now I can finally like expand my scope and ambition of what it even means to be a full-time Twitch streamer. And that then became, okay, well, now I have like no time, or, now I'm streaming all the time finally, so I can actually grow and get somewhere. But simultaneously, I have like, I don't know, I'm new to having this level of like capability. I've usually been throttled by having a job alongside Twitch. Now that Twitch is my job, I just never really brought that, I never had that skill set developed to just like be more accountable and disciplined and like take days off and actually like do the shit that I don't feel like doing. Because of course I love streaming, and of course I want to stream. You think I want to take a day off and just like do like boring, mundane file organization? And so I never did. And then so here we are now, where 2012 to 2024, I just didn't do it. I just kept dragging and dropping the root directory of my drive to the next drive and just playing hot potato. And then here we are now, to the point where now I'm caught with the potato bomb, I guess, or whatever here, and it's like,
What's up, my man? Doing good?
hey, thank you, Harthos. I'm doing great, actually. We're opening up here, just spitting a little bit about like why I'm live so late and kind of how I feel guilty that it feels like I didn't really do anything today, but I then when I look at like my bullet journal, which I hope y'all hope y'all consider doing it yourself actually here, and I did a lot. I'm kind of like I'm effectively we're going to therapy here now. I'm flexing what I did so that y'all better understand like why I'm live at like 7 p.m. and not 10 hours ago or whatever. What I've been working on hardcore here. So yeah, it's just this crazy thing where I spent doing all the VODs and skimming through all these old hard drives. That like took forever because nothing was labeled. Everything was just the default. Some things had a date on the file name. Most things didn't. Had to like check the metadata for when the file was created or last modified. And it was so, oh my god, it was so fucking. It's like you have to figure out even what you're looking at, and then determine what does it have a value, and then if so, what value is relevant to organizing in an evergreen fashion. It's like a multi-dimensional task here. It's pretty fucking brutal, is what I'm trying to get at, right? So that I did. This is something I already did last Wednesday and Thursday. I thought it would take half an afternoon, and it took 2 full days, and it was a very taxing 2 full days of getting this shit done. Like, you chip away for 2 hours, and you feel like you didn't even get anything done. It's like, oh my god, bro. There's still like so many files that just have like these like useless ass auto-generated file titles, and I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. It's just a folder titled like August 2014. I have just shit everywhere. Sometimes it was just like a fucking Windows directory backup, and I had to just see user Trihex, and it's all from 2014 or forever ago. I'm just like, okay, and there's just like shit everywhere. I would just back it up, throw it on a drive, and say I'll deal with this shit later. And so I'm having to skim through and figure out here this like an unorganized mass dump downloads folder from 2014, and it's just like, is anything here worthwhile? And the thing is, of course, yeah, because everything I just downloaded everything I needed at the time and just threw it in downloads and then didn't give a shit and didn't put anywhere for filing and then just said fuck it, whatever here. So that's that's kind of what I was going through over and over and over again. Like every time I backed something up, it was another, okay, let's dig through this and see if there's anything of value here and shit like that, right? So that's been pretty fucking wild, and that's what I got done with for the most part. VODs took forever, but I at least now know what every VOD I have now belongs to, what year, whether it's a VOD from my channel or a VOD I appeared in from another channel, like if I was a guest appearance on someone else's channel, or if it's like a VOD from another channel that I downloaded for some tactical reason, for whatever it may be here. That's a more niche application, but generally, right, it's like I download my VODs, I download like things I appeared on, like Raj Royale or Austin Show, or like whatever the fuck was going on back then, right? It's all those things I have downloaded now, and then like any like third party VODs that I needed for some fucking reason. So I have all those now organized and everything else here. What I didn't have organized was my pictures, and this is like the final boss, because my pictures has been this like very active directory that I have actually never organized ever before. Like, it's so cringe how bad it's gotten. There's just like shit everywhere, and it's this uniquely toxic combination of like downloaded pictures from like Google image search, nothing titled appropriately, nothing in a directory, just a massive dump of shit in my pictures that I've just copy and pasted over and over again. And it's like I copy and paste it, I call it old, I put it in old, and so there's like the root of my pictures, and there's like old. It's over 12 years, and it's so cringe, and it's been like grating my teeth to fucking like just get it under control and figure out here a value system and an evergreen organization of the whole thing, that makes not want to KMS in Minecraft. So I come to you today because I saw that I knew that I was going to have to hop on this at some point, and it's kind of pretty important here because I feel like for video editing, I really need to have like my assets good, because there might be sometimes I want to, like, I don't even know where my emotes were. My emotes, even in the last 3 years, were all just like buried in like my pictures when I had them commissioned by talented artists. That shit was just not even, it was in my downloads folder. It wasn't even in fucking my pictures. It was so bad. So very, very good of me to finally do this. And honestly, I didn't finish. I feel like I ran out of time. I felt like, okay, well, either I'm going to stream today or I'm going to tell them that I'm sorry, I'm trying to finish this. But I already know here, one, I've already blown off streaming to try to get it done that day, and it just didn't happen because I was just too tired. Yeah. This kind of thing you can only do for so many hours. Like, my brain literally was just like I know I'm yapping to y'all right now here, but like, this is relieving because it's been me like just, gunning it on like coffee and cocaine and whatever else here for the last like 10 hours. Like, I'm out of caffeine. I can't caffeine any further to like do any more of this shit today. It's such a highly mental task to assign value and decipher all this fucking shit for so long, bro. So in the end, I got all the VOD stuff done, and I'd say I'm roughly 1/3 through the pictures. I did the fun half of it, at least the fun third, which was like the shit that like I knew what I was looking for. Like, when you know what you're looking for, it's a bit easier. But when you just see like this, just root directory just full of like untitled garbage, and of course I want to just like Control A and just fucking nuke it all and just throw it in the recycle bin. But I'm like, I know some of this is valuable, and I feel bad if I feel like you're gonna be stuck in the hindsight of like, Was there something I needed there? Because there's so much, it's just so much unorganized garbage. But that'll be like the next day I'd bother to finish this shit. But for now, I did the fun part. I got the emotes I was looking for, so I have those. I have those now. Yeah. So that's pretty solid. Um, so all that to say here is, if you enjoy that yap here, I appreciate your patience. I'm so happy that y'all are here chilling with me right now and even listening to this. I don't know if it was even like a relatable conversation or not, but um, in short, yes, it's a very weird thing because it's like cleaning up digital hoarding is something that feels so unlike any other task because it's like I feel like physical hoarding, there's a bit more of like, I guess, a consequence, right? Like hoarding to this degree in a physical sense would just be a limitation on your habitat, your house, and sanitation. Like there's like very obvious things that if you just like put off giving a shit for a decade, it's going to it bites you in the ass, right? And then, but with like digital hoarding, you can it's just like this. You can just buy the bigger hard drive and just drag and drop and just fucking deal with it later on. It's actually terrifying to think about it here. It's like um it's like I don't know. Imagine like what I've been doing is in the last like 3 work days worth of effort, I am applying 12 years of organization that should have been done organically over the course of over a decade, and I'm shoving it into what is so far totaling 3 full days. And I'm almost there. It'll probably be like 5 days total when I'm done. Like I think I'm not gonna be able to. I think one more full work day would let me see what's remaining. But I don't think I would finish in one more full day. I mean, this picture folder is pretty fucking brutal. Um, and it's like you know what I mean? Just like 12 years of hoarding shoved into however hardcore you can get it done is kind of crazy. But it does feel really good though. It feels really good because when I go to my folders now, like I actually know where everything is and stuff like that. I have actually found some things that I didn't even know I had. I found let me see here. Of course, there's a couple things where I'm gonna show you today here with the emote grand tour. Right, we're gonna do that here at some point. Um, I have all the emotes that I have every emote I've ever had, so I organized that. I have that to show you. That's like a cool payoff from what this resulted in here. I simultaneously also have let's see here. Oh my God, what is this? Um, I'm looking here real quick. I can't find it. I already lost it again there now. Hang on one second. All right, so for example here, oh rip, I guess I got skipped then. For example here, something I found that I almost would call this almost lost media here, but I may have told this story before, but um, Games Done Quick, the very first one, which is not awesome Games Done Quick, it actually was titled Classic Games Done Quick, and it had a strict theme of only allowing 16-bit and older games for the very first GDQ. The very first GDQ was in January of 2010, And the thing about that is, for all the boomers in chat who even know what the fuck I'm talking about at this point here, like, holy fucking moly, I was there for the 2009 speedrunner meetup at MagFest. That was the precursor to GDQ happening the following year. So with all of that, we go over here now, and I actually have I found this. This is like giga throwback here. So this is a January 3rd, 2009, and I mean, it's just like that hair going crazy, boy. So here's Boomer Hex, you know, at the 2009 speedrun meetup. So it's just a bunch of us who are meeting up at the Music and Games Festival, MagFest, and we all just like hung out. And obviously what came from this was like, oh, well, maybe we should actually do something, because, you know, we're all a bunch of extraordinary gamers. Maybe we should actually like do something next year instead of just like hanging out here. So, you know, you got here, you know, we got Mike Uyama, you know, the original head runner of GDQ. I mean, dude, me with like negative riz, bro. Like, bro, I'm wearing a fucking Walmart polo and jeans. This is, dude, I can like, no, I mean, I'm based for wearing this like Prince of Tennis Sagaku jacket, which I don't even know where the fuck that went, honestly. But like, man, I had like negative drip back then, bro. Holy shit. I mean, look, the Wii Sports guy off camera here, like just drowning me currently, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know, I remember I bought this for $75. It was a working GameCube sign for sale at auction. And obviously it's faded, but it still worked. And I still have it. It's actually in the living room. The chains broke on it, so we need to like replace the chains to hang it from the ceiling. But I do have that, which is pretty swag. So that was nice. That was pretty awesome. Because we did a road trip to MagFest, I was able to, you know, just put it in our friend's car and then just have it back at the house. So that I do have a very very drippy souvenir from 2009. So that's pretty awesome. But you know, yeah, just like, you know, I have wait, what's this here? Oh, look at, yeah. So yeah, you know, so you know, there is some lost media here. So I'm sitting on some shit, y'all. I have some uniquely hyper boomer pictures that I don't think anyone has really seen before. That I just kind of, thankfully, I found. So shout outs to me organizing here, and maybe we're gonna do like a super story time where I go through all this shit. But I might have to kind of vet it first here. I don't want to hop on this blind because I don't know what's said in these videos here. It might be some gamer words. I don't fucking know. You know, it's 2009 here, and I'm not the most PC guy at that time. So I might have dropped some gamer words here or there, you know, based off of how my fucking 2011 streams went. Shit, I ain't trying to even find out right now. But if noteworthy here, though, MagFest 2009, when we were all there, this was like the world... I'm pretty confident this was like the world premiere of a publicly playable build of Street Fighter 4. And the line to play there was like insane. Like, it was like, yeah, come back in 3 hours, bro. Like, you want to play one match? Yeah, come back in 3 hours. So everyone was pogging because, you know, you got to remember that Street Fighter 3 was like, what, 99 or whatever. So like, it had been a decade of no Street Fighter, and everyone was like pogging over that here. No, it wasn't on Xbox. It was on like a custom like PC board or whatever the fuck here. I don't know. There was a guy from Capcom was there, and you couldn't even touch shit or whatever. So that was pretty crazy. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we can just giving you an example here of like the positive that's come from like your patience and and y'all's love and affection over just even me having shit this organized is pretty. It's a massive level up here. So, you know, just that's been pretty fucking awesome. So, okay. So now that I'm done yapping about that here, so in the end, yes, organizing all this stuff, I'm almost done. That part is almost done, and then we're gonna move on to the next part of the foundation, which is probably gonna be like, you know, emails and my social media communication. I have like emails and Discord DMs. That'll be a bit easier because most things most DMs I have that are unread at this point are probably from like before 2019. And so they're probably irrelevant. So just one pass, I can just kind of delete it and just accept that I neglected whatever was there. And I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I can probably knock that out in like at most 2 full work days of organizing. And then the emails, again, my emails have also been genuinely never organized. My emails I have an inbox of like 290K or more. And it's been a hot dumpster fire since 2011. That I do know. However, that also won't be hard because the only thing I'm really looking for there are just like certain receipts, certain travel logs for flights I took and whatnot. And and beyond that, for the most part, I can nuke everything else out. But I do want to like do just like a one-time pass on all those things and just tackle it 1 year at a time. And that would feel really, really good. Man, dear Trihex, I wrote you when you still ain't calling. Yeah, exactly right. So, best Xbox Live video. The best Xbox Live video is the one I can't even play for you. Bro, I got one. If I can play this for you, bro, it is so, it's funny when you recognize how like ridiculous the whole thing is. It's not the Riot Shield Modern Warfare 2 lobby argument, which is also Gamer Words hardcore, but like there's one worse than that. And it's like it's so fucking stupid. But I can't show it though. Like, no, I can't link it. I'd have to look for it. It's in my. I don't remember what it's called. That's the problem. I remember it, but I don't remember what it's called though. You know what I mean? I don't. Plus, also, it's probably better that I don't know because then I won't be tempted to like even show it. I can just tell you that like I find Gamer Rage pretty funny, and I've seen some Xbox Live Gold, and there's one that just like takes the cake all the way, but I don't remember what it's called though, unfortunately. All right, let me see here. What I'm trying to guess here. Okay, is this the one where I already know you a bitch, my nigga. My nigga, please come get. No wait. No, this is the one with the Sandman, right? He plays the guitar and then calls him gay, and then that's it. Is it this one?
Hey, you're just mad because I'll be able to do something with my fucking guitar in hands that you'll never be able to achieve in your entire life, kid. So yeah, you're gay.
Bro, you had to be there, y'all. Y'all had to be there, bro. Oh, what do I even... I hate that I even knew what it... I knew what it was and I already had a pre-like too. That's how you know I got the tism, bro. Like, all right, so yeah, you gotta uninstall your hard drive at that point, bro. Like, you getting got like that. Okay, bro, that era was wild, and the little dollar store microphones made it all the funnier, actually. So. I love it. Okay. So, oh, Tyron, what's up, babe? Dude, what's up? Hey, also, chat, I want everyone here to give a warm Trihex welcome here. Tyron, I was chilling the stream, bro. I was watching you while I was doing all this shit. Thanks for coming by today. I appreciate you. Yeah, I was gonna play Mario Maker today, but I'm so fucking tired that I kind of want to just chill, and I figure, stream is better than no stream, you feel me? So, here we are now, just out here doing our thing. Okay, so we're gonna, let's see real quick. Let me see. All right, so what we're doing today here. So, Try Hard Talk and then the Emote Grand Tour. That's the plan, okay? So, I'm gonna walk y'all through a benefit of me having organized everything. So, I have every tryhard emote that's ever been used for any reason from the last 12 years. 2012 to now, I have all of them, right? Pretty sick. That's something I can only do now because of what I did today. So we're making content out of one positive that came from the grind fest I had here. So look forward to that. some of y'all, I'd be curious if you remember these emotes actually here. There are some emotes that I no longer use. Perhaps there are emotes you're gonna see today. You're gonna be like, oh, well, why don't you put that on the thing? To which I say, actually, maybe I should, because we have the slots now, and I don't know if y'all remember how tight slots were back in the Gap, but like, pretty much I'm thinking back here in 2014, like if you can get to like, if you had 10 emote slots, going from 10 slots to 15, you need to have like, I don't even remember. I think it was like 1,000 subs or whatever. And that was pretty fucking hard back then, because like you didn't have gifting, you didn't have Prime. Twitch was way more niche back then. Speedrunning was definitely more niche back then, way more grassroots. So just like getting to like going from like, because I remember it was like 500 subs was like whatever amount of slots, and then the next increment was 1,000 subs. It was like 500, 1,000, 2,000. It was very brutal. Versus now where it just throw you like, I don't know, like 40 or 20 to 40 animated emote slots. You can just upload static GIFs now and just kind of cheese the system a little bit more, which I think I'm sure they know that people are doing that, but like, I don't, do they really care? Not really. So, now, I went from having like 45 slots to now we have like, like 103 or whatever. So yeah, everybody doing that. Like, why wouldn't you, right? Totally. So yeah, we're gonna go through that. I'm gonna show you all that here. But first, if y'all don't mind here, I'd like to eat real quick, and I'm gonna give y'all a poll over what we watch here. Let me see. Okay, so I have a couple of banger videos here. I'd be curious of what watch during dinner. So we have so we can do a tour of Salt Bay's NYC Steakhouse, where he sells $700 steaks. I'm not even joking here. He comes out personally and will, do the little, he does a little salt thing on your steak. $700 though. Is it a ripoff? We could find out. I have here a documentary on the Sonic 3 and Knuckles launch in 1994. So you can go back in time and hear about how Sonic 3 came out standalone cartridge, and then 6 months later Sonic and Knuckles came out with the lock on, and how it just blew everyone's mind back in 94. So we have that. If you love Sega Sammy, I have another Sega Sammy Classic here. There's a rant of him like shitting on trolls and haters. If you want that, we can do Suiji's brand new 120 star world record that came out. Sorry, 120 SM64 world record. We can start watching this, or this is a bit random, but I know for my animation guys, y'all would love this here. I don't know if y'all know that Family Guy had a pilot. Seth MacFarlane produced a pilot that evolved into Family Guy, and it didn't debut on Fox. It actually debuted on What a Cartoon on Cartoon Network here. So if you're wondering what, like, it's pretty wild to see, because it's going to be really obvious, but you're also going to be like, oh. For some of y'all, you might actually like more what it was in the beginning here. So I have the Family Guy. I think this is a 1997 pilot. It's a 7-minute long short, but you can clearly see what Brian and Peter were started as. So 1 minute poll. Have at it here. Vote with your hearts. While I 1997. Yeah. Remember, Family Guy debuted, I believe in 99. I'm pretty sure Family Guy and Futurama were the same year, which is fucking, goddamn, that's so crazy. 99 is so stacked here, y'all. 99 is Futurama, Family Guy, Matrix, Fight Club, Dreamcast launch. I mean, shit, y'all. This is fucking wild. Marvel 2. Oh, this tweet here? Yeah. I remember the world before Y2K happened. All right, and y'all voted for the Family Guy pilot. All right. I agree, it's pretty chill, actually. Let's just do it. Fuck it. 1 second, let me pull that bitch up. All right, y'all gonna feel. Who here is over 30 years old? Because, like, this is gonna unlock some core memories here. I'm not even gonna lie. You think you haven't seen this, and then when you see this, you're gonna see this like commercial that's gonna start up here. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I remember this shit. All right, y'all, buckle the fuck up. We're gonna go on a ride. We are going to go on a ride. 3, 2, 1.
What? Ah!
Hi there. My name's Steve. I'm a dog, in case you're, well, stupid. I came that close to breakfasting with my maker this morning. My number was up in the city pound.
Number 27, please prepare for immediate destruction.
With less than a few minutes to live, I set about the task of being noticed by prospective pet owners. Hey, Opie, would you like a dog? Excuse me, sir. Sir, I can do your taxes for you. Nope. Okay. There was just one problem, however. Listen, kid, I need your help. You've got to get me out of here, or else I'm finished for good. What do you say? Can you give me a hand? No one could understand me until Larry showed up. And thus began the ugliest day of my life. Crying out loud, is anyone listening?
Whoa, a dog that speaks English.
What?
You know, I once had a Jack Russell Terrier that spoke Dutch, but I couldn't understand a word he was saying.
Listen to me. If you don't get me out of here, I will be put to sleep. Are you listening? Do you understand me? You will be indirectly responsible for the resulting euthanasia.
Oh, boy, they got enough kids over there as it is.
Just my luck that the only person who could hear me had the IQ of a flank steak. So Larry took me.
That joke, by the way. 8-year-old me, no clue, right? Euthanasia. Euthanasia. It's just unreal.
For the resulting euthanasia.
Oh, boy, they got enough kids over there as it is.
Just my luck that the only person who could hear me had the IQ of a flank steak. So Larry took me back to his quality apartment downtown.
Here's your room, Steve. What do you think?
Well, it's got everything I need. TV, light, bed.
Well, great. You're all set then.
Well, at least the bed's okay. Larry, we need to address this problem.
Oh, boy, you're right, Steve. We got to do something. What are we going to do?
Well, let's go shopping.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Larry, it says here your license is suspended.
No, they just took it away temporarily. Oh, let's see now. Where to shop? Well, Stewie's has usually got good stuff. Air conditioners always turn up kind of high in.
Bro, average 75-year-old that still thinks they can see well, don't need glasses, and can't drive worth the fuck, but yet also acknowledge here that they don't want to drive at night because they can't see well at night. Bro.
They just took it away temporarily. Oh, let's see now. Where to shop? Well, Stewie's has usually got good stuff. Air conditioners always turn up kind of high in there, though. That's the only thing I don't like about that place. Coupons. Hey, cut it out. Steve, we got a tetanus shot there the other day.
Larry, next time be more careful.
chickens.
Wait a minute, isn't that a bit contrived?
Pardon me, would you have any yellow redneck mustard? I don't know, Steve. I just can't find anything. Hey, what about that place?
Hi there. Welcome to Quality Furnishings with quality, affordable items and only the finest in customer service. Just ask our spokesman, Mickey the Xenophobic Scotsman. I'm Cindy. How can I help you?
My goodness, she's rather sprightly, isn't she?
Oh, isn't that cute? Your dog walks on 2 legs.
Yeah, isn't that cute? I could wade my feet in your makeup.
Now, listen, relax, Steve. Cindy, we need to find a bed.
Oh, well then, follow me. This is the massage mattress, our newest item.
Was not Brian hitting on her or threatening her? I can't tell if he was horny or just like agitated. I couldn't quite tell.
In stock.
Oh, boy, that sounds comfortable, huh? Hey, why don't you turn it on, Steve?
Okay.
Oh, boy, does that feel good. Oh, my gosh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, Steve, you gotta try this.
That's okay.
Oh, come on. Come on. Feels good?
Well, all right. Ooh. That's actually quite nice.
Huh? See? There you go. See, I knew he'd like it. See, there you go. Now, is that therapeutic or what? How do you feel, Steve?
Like Agamemnon after the fury of Clytemnestra.
Oh, yeah. Who?
It's a tragedy.
Oh. Is everybody all right?
This light is perfect for the avid reader, with directional adjustability and variable intensity.
Hey, I bet if you use one of these big bulbs, it'd work even better, huh?
That's an 800-watt bulb, sir.
Yeah, you can't put an 800-watt bulb in a lamp that
Whoa.
size.
Steve, honey, I think I know what I'm talking about, all right? All right? I mean, I didn't spend 12 years in kindergarten because I'm stupid.
Why then?
I got my foot caught in a radiator. Here, let me see this. Oh, now it's light, huh?
Look, this is your landlord. You still haven't retained my weed whacker.
Ricky, I know you've never flown a plane before, but why don't you take the controls while I go in the back and grab a wee nip of the creature?
Okay.
My goodness, Ricky, look what you've done. Oh, heck, I can't stay mad at you. Come on, I'll buy you a licorice whip.
Look, Steve, I hate to tell you this, but my card was declined. We're gonna have to come back next week.
Thanks for shopping quality. Bye-bye now.
So there you have it. Being with Larry is hazardous to my health. But as long as no one else can hear me, I'm stuck with him. Look, if anyone out there can understand me, help me out, huh? I'm housebroken, I'm neutered, and I'm well-versed in the works of Chaucer.
Hey, Steve, what you doing? Oh, well, you know your tripod's loose. There we go. Whoops.
Idiot.
I haven't heard that jingle in like 20 years. So yeah, in the end, it's effectively Family Guy's foundation with way more inconsequential slapstick, but simultaneously not the really no cutaway gags, and as Family Guy is infamously known for its over reliance or maybe overutilization of cutaway gags. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can kind of look at it and see here, like, what can cook instead and whatever else here, but. So there you go. So curiosity satisfied. Also, I was wrong. It was 1996, not 97, actually. I don't remember what year Family Guy started, though. I can't remember if it was 98 or 99. Okay, so there's that. I'll drop a link for y'all if y'all curious about that one there. Cool. Let's see here. All right, so we did that. I'm almost done eating. I'm just gonna see if we can like squeeze in maybe like one more portion of a video. Of course. And then y'all voted for Sega Sammy. Of course y'all love him. I mean, he is relatable and everything else, right? So take a second here. All right, so given that we finished Shadow the Hedgehog yesterday, we can now come over here and look at and for some of y'all know it's y'all's first time ever seeing Sega Sammy, but I mean that he's a god, bro. I mean shit, haters, shit, come back in 5 minutes, bro. I ain't got time for all that right now. All right. Well, what could happen when you're 15 years old, your mom gets off work at 8, you're home alone, door closed, internet access, webcam, microphone, and you went viral for your previous video calling out these like thirst lord coomers and how their thirst will never be quenched and that their actions have consequences. What could happen whenever you then double down and you do a rant against the trolls and the haters? Other than pure cinema, right? Let's find out.
And on all you trolls and haters. Okay, I mean, this is just not freaking fair that I have to get treated this way on the internet. Why does it have to be me specifically? I never did anything wrong. All I did was release videos expressing my opinions. What is so wrong about that? Oh, what? Because I prefer Nintendo? That makes me bad? That doesn't even make sense. Just because I prefer Nintendo doesn't mean I am bad. And why you guys have to go calling me a fanboy? It's not that I freaking hate Microsoft and Sony. I just don't always approve of their decisions. And I'm only expressing my opinions. There is nothing wrong with that. There is freaking nothing wrong with expressing anyone's opinion. That is just freaking stupid. And people actually support this. Yeah, that's right. People actually support publicly humiliating me on the internet. That is freaking wrong. I mean, how can anyone support that? I mean, people call me sick and twisted. That is freaking sick and twisted. Not making videos. That is just freaking stupid. I mean, there's no reason for this. People say, oh, you're a terrible reviewer. I mean, what the frick? I mean, I never did anything wrong. I mean, all I'm doing is expressing my opinions. I mean, I understand. No, I understand that I can express my opinions aggressively at times, but that is no freaking reason for all the online bullying I have received, and people are freaking supporting just like people support freaking poop merchants. Freaking poop merchants are freaking business people who make bad products and somehow manage to make money off of it. I mean, that's not freaking fair. I mean, what the frick? I mean, for example, EA makes money for re-releasing a variation of the same game each and every year.
Damn, bro. Dude, he is spitting. Oh, he is so wise. Imagine shitting on EA like, I mean, it was tactical to do this back then, but like, dude, now it's just like common, right? Just like, it's like, people are actually bored of shitting on it. Like, when Angry Joe's annual Madden review comes out, it's like, you're almost bored of the expected reaction that it's a hollow, decayed nothing burger with nothing more than just an NFL annual update on the roster and the stats, followed by somehow shoehorning even further into the gambling or pack openings for franchise mode. I mean, it's a barely disguised gambling game through the charade of an NFL simulator. So, dude, spit. Shit on EA? Shit. Call the haters over here. I'll fuck them up, bro. What's up?
EA makes money for re-releasing a variation of the same game each and every year. That's not freaking fair! I mean, they get to freaking make money for this freaking garbage. I mean, what the frick? I mean, it just makes me mad, but you know what? I am not ranting on EA today. That is for another time.
Bars.
Today, I am ranting against all the haters. First of all,
talk to him.
You freaking fricks say, oh, how come you always respond to criticism? Do you expect me to just sit there and watch criticism fly towards me? And do you even understand the type of criticism that I get? I even receive freaking threats. I mean, that is not freaking appropriate. I mean, that is not freaking fair. And people expect me to just sit around and watch it happen. What the frick? I mean, that's just freaking stupid if you expect me to just ignore all the hatred. I'm not some freaking coward, you freaking idiots. And to all you fans out there, I'm really, really respectful of all of you. All of my true fans, I'm really respectful of you, and thank you for sticking by me. But all you haters.
Notice this 15-year-old so preoccupied emotionally that he's autonomously pacing in circles. He wants to play games, chat. He wants to just enjoy good Sonic games or just good video games. Hopefully, most of them are going to be Sonic games, right? But he's doing his God-given duty of exposing the filth in our game economy rather than playing games. I mean, just come on, y'all.
I mean, seriously, you say, oh, you always overreact. You freaking haters always overreact to my videos. You come to every single one of them spamming hate comments just because you freaking hate me. I mean, people criticize every single little freaking thing I do. It's just not freaking fair. I mean, I tell people that Nintendo, I get criticized. I tell people I like Sonic, I get criticized.
Yep.
I tell people I'm a freaking brony, I get criticized. But when it's someone else, oh, it's just your opinion, it's fine. But whenever it's me, oh, hey, everyone look, it's one of SegaSammyClassic Sonic fans' opinions. I mean, if you know you all are going to whine about my videos, then don't freaking watch them. It's that simple. It's that simple, and I don't freaking deserve this. I mean, think about it. I'm a 15-year-old boy. That's right, 15 years old. And grown adults and teenagers come here so that they can publicly humiliate me on the internet. They come to my blog so that they can freaking poke fun at me, and people freaking support that. Do any of you listen to how wrong that sounds? I mean, there are people out there probably...
Hayes are going to say here that this is not a constructive, positive outlet for a 15-year-old to have. And, I mean, he's in the trenches of, like, online debate about a topic he's passionate about, attempting to be knowledgeable with it, and engaging in an expressive, certainly an expressive manner. I don't know if it's necessarily positive right now here, but, you know, whatever, right? And then I think about, like, the average 15-year-old today with the TikTok and the social media, and just, I don't know, maybe I'm biased because I'm thinking about what I've seen coming from, like, Gen Z in their teenagehood, when I'm thinking of, like, you know, Tide Pod challenges and, like, a bunch of other dumb shit that I just feels like the symptom of just, like, I don't know, short attention span brain rot. And I wonder if, like, for the ones who would think this is cringe, I'm wondering here, well, what would a 15-year-old be engaged in present day of comparative enthusiasm in a field that they are very passionate about?
Probably who are just laughing at this. This is serious! This is not acting. I mean, how am I a troll? People say, oh, he's just a troll, it doesn't matter. I mean, how can I be a troll if I'm against trolls? A troll against trolls? That doesn't even make any sense! What's that even mean? What's that even mean?
When trolls troll trolls, oh, that is, oh, I'm sorry, Sammy. That's when they pretend to endorse a bad faith argument just to get you mad for the sake of getting you mad. They don't even believe what they're saying, but they know that if they say what they say, it'll get you mad, at which point they just laugh at you, and then they completely detach from the association of the argument because you're too busy being mad at them for it.
There are just so many liars on the internet.
Ours.
And that's another thing. People say I'm a liar. People say they say I freaking lied about my age. How can you even do that? How can you lie about your age on the internet? That doesn't make sense. It's stupid. Why can't people just accept that I'm 15 years old? That doesn't make any sense. How can you lie about my age? Tell me. Humor me. I mean, I'm pretty sure if, for example, I was 10 years old, I would tell people. If I was freaking 54 years old, I would tell people that. But that's not the case here. I'm 15. And do people acknowledge that? No, they don't. I mean, that's just freaking stupid. And people always have to poke fun at me.
Okay, we're gonna stop here. I mean, this is like a banger, right? But we have other things to get to, and I'm done eating now. So I finished my meal. Thank you for your patience, y'all. And listen, I'm gonna drop a link here. I mean, this is some gold. This is 10 minutes, honestly. This is gold. I mean, but again, listen, I'm unironically a Sammy fan, so you're not gonna catch me. You're not gonna catch me really tripping at all here. I think this is like, maybe because I see myself so much here. Like it's just, this is me. I was a squeaker. I was online at 13. I was in forums. My main objective was to not come off like a 13-year-old. I wanted to be among my peers who I admired. You know, the good Yu-Gi-Oh players who were all like, you know, way older than me. And I don't even know, whatever the fuck else I was into here. Like, there were some anime circles I was in with like Dragon Ball Z fandom, and just like I was really excited to be in those circles so I can have access to torrents that had actually I don't think I was into torrents at the time here, but just in general downloading English subtitled Dragon Ball episode mirrors and being way ahead of the English dub. Like the English dub was on like was like in like the first third of Frieza Saga, and my ass was already like way the fuck up, and I was like, you know, waist deep in like Cell, or even seeing some things about Boo and everything else here. So I was like really hyped to be just ahead of and being in that exclusive circle of like, ooh, I'm with the cool people checking out Dragon Ball Z ahead of the US shit. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, you know, my whole goal was to come off not like an idiot and not reveal that I'm like 13 and shy or whatever else here. So, you know, I get it. Believe me, I get it. Oh my god, fucking these emotes. Where'd you you remember that emote's there, bro? Okay. All right. Anyways. All right. All right. So what's up, y'all? Okay, we're back in here now. All right. Let's hear. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into. We're gonna begin first with our try hard talk. We're gonna do a little bit of yapping here. And so we got to talk about a couple things that did happen today I thought were pretty important to see. So, we hop in here and we do the damn thing. I warn you, it will get a little bit political because as you can tell on the screen right now, this is pretty fucking wild. There was an explosive device that was fetched out of a ballot drop box in Portland, I believe, or either Portland. I don't know if it's Portland or Vancouver, Washington, or both. But yeah, hundreds of ballots were destroyed because someone overnight put some kind of like flaming device inside one of the ballot drop boxes, which I admit is a bit shocking in the context that I just figured by now after 2020 that we had like security at the ballot boxes. I figured at minimum you have like a stationary camera that's gonna just like be there. But I guess that's not the case here. That is gonna be a per county local jurisdiction situation, and they love to play reactive rather than proactive. So did they get caught? To my knowledge, no. I'm gonna show you this in a second here, but we're gonna get to that. That's like my headline of like, wow, this is like I wonder what's really going on here. Why would anyone put what party would want to sabotage the mail-in ballot boxes if not for some kind of implication that these are illegal votes, or that they're nervous that this is like cheating the election? You know, it's just kind of like, it's just low IQ tactics here, because like really obviously would reveal like what's going on. Plus also, I guess the implication here would be oh well, because the ballots were destroyed, I guess we're not going to redistribute mail ballots now. Like, I mean, clearly you would just do a round two, right? You're going to resubmit the ballots, or resubmit mail-in ballots to all addresses in the affected counties, and then have them resubmit now with security in mind. Like, you would just fix that, right? Like, it's not like you did it on election night. You know, there's still time to like figure it out and just have the tally in be all the more delayed, because we already do that anyway, because in most states you're not allowed to even like count the ballots until elections over or whatever. I don't know. You have to be like really dumb to even do this in the first place here. Okay, so, but we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that here. Join in here. Let's go ahead and begin with what we have today. So we start first, actually, not with that, but the director of Black Panther, you might know the black guy, Ryan Coogler. Well, apparently, get this, actually, this is some like impressively racist shit here. He goes to Bank of America to withdraw $12,000 from his account, and despite having his ID on him and being cooperative, he gets the police called on him for suspicion of like fraudulent withdrawal. Okay, I mean, let's look at it again.
Do me a favor, man. Come this way. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Hands down my back. Got it.
Oh, actually, you're right. I'm sorry. You know what? I apologize here. I don't know why this popped up. I forgot to check here the date on this one. This is the same one from 2022. I thought this actually happened again. I apologize. Okay. My bad. I'm gonna blame the hard drive things I was doing today here. Okay, so this is already yeah, this is still fucked, but I thought this was I thought it actually had happened again, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, are you serious? Okay, so I'll drop it here for you, but yeah, this is like not new. Even though, I mean, for those who haven't seen everything, we can look at it again here since we're already here. So not today, not a today yesterday thing here, but still though pretty crazy.
Is there any reason y'all doing this, bro? Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Good job, guys. Good job, guys.
It's a problem. I need everybody's name.
They're writing all your
I need everybody's name. You know what I'm saying? And I need to find out who made that call in there.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
came from the bank.
Yeah.
Came from the
I need
bank.
to find out who made the
That's
call.
fine. That's fine. You have all right to do so.
Yeah, I got.
But
Can I speak to a manager in an office somewhere? Have you ever considered doing something
I'm
like
gonna
that?
consider it now that y'all
Okay.
fucking drew guns on me.
Yeah.
I was trying to take money out. But up to this point, at every Bank of America I ever gone to in my entire fucking life, just never happened.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So y'all explaining y'all perspective, right?
Yeah.
Y'all the ones with guns and vests.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? What's my perspective? What's my perspective?
I know you
at the bank, she never said it was a fucking problem, bro.
Yeah.
I said, hey, is that gonna be okay with you? She said, yeah. I put my own card in, put my own pin in. She asked to see my ID. I gave it to her.
Yeah.
And she goes in the back, and I'm waiting for the and then the people keep coming out. Hey, they taking care of you. They taking care of you. Everything's it's taking a little while. Next thing I hear fucking Glocks.
Yeah.
I hear Glocks getting pulled out. That's what I hear.
You're a Glock.
I hear Glocks getting pulled out from unholstering. Hey, sir, can I talk to you for a minute? You understand what I'm saying? So you see my perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. No, that's crazy. That'll get you radicalized real quick here, fam. That any black folks in the chat here, we all can probably have some anecdote, or at least you know somebody who knows somebody when it comes to like being black in America, and when the shit gets real quick, and you're like, fuck, bro, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I think we've all had either the talk or you've already like learned here. I'm trying to think about like when this all like really blew up here, and it's like sometime around like, and what I mean by blew up is that this is always the case, but there was not like this like national conversation that was also being acknowledged by the perpetrators, and that, just racist white America in this case here. Sometime around whenever the Kaepernick kneeling to demonstrate and protest against police brutality and a decaying injustice system. Sometime between that and then the Philando Castile thing is really whenever I saw shit really blow up, and it's like, okay, you gotta really, the cards are not stacked in equal terms here. Like, equal opportunity is not gonna be a thing here. If I get pulled over, I want to make sure I'm like extra 10-2 on the wheel. What can I help you with? My hands are up right now. They're not coming to the side here. Just make sure that, you see that I'm extra not a threat, shit like that, So anyways here, but yeah, sorry to have spread that one there for, with the implication that, it was recent. All right, next one here, and this is just like generic news here right now. So YouTube is testing something in lower quantities right now, and it's going to be your homepage, your recommended YouTube homepage, minus the view count and minus the date of upload. So that way you can focus more on, I guess, the perspective of the thumbnail and the content with the title, rather than also the date relevance and its popularity relevance. Personally, I'm not really a fan of this. I can understand where they're going with the views being absent, and that may be driving more engagement. I understand it. I still don't like it though, honestly. But letting go of the date thing just makes topical and timely content all the more like stupid, and you feel like you're no longer like consuming what would be like news adjacent or whatever. Yeah, I don't like either of these, but I get where they're going with the no view count. I hate where they're going with the no date thing. So I'm hoping that this like stops or something, because that seems pretty fucking dumb. It just ultimately, you can tell it's putting less agency on you, the consumer, and it's purely a test being done to see if it drives you being on the platform more. Remember, YouTube's main objective is to have you on the platform as long as possible. That's the whole play in the plan there. The saturation of the ads and everything else is purely driven by what you're clicking and how long you're there and what you're willing to put up with here. The whole thing is just like interwoven and dynamic. So, okay, so we go from here to this, and then we move on from there. All right, so next up, Netflix has launched Moments. So it's a new mobile feature that lets you save, rewatch, and share scenes from any Netflix movie. So presumably now, I'm guessing here when you use Netflix, right, there's like predefined chapters like on a DVD or a Blu-ray. And now you'll be able to specifically share like time-stamped portions of a thing. I don't know if there's more to it here. I went to Netflix's press release to see if they had any more about it, and I don't even know where people are getting this from because Netflix didn't announce anything. So I was looking for like, is this Netflix's first time trying to like be more engaging in social media or what? So I don't know here. I guess I don't know how this works exactly. I couldn't find an elaboration really from anywhere, at least from Netflix anyway. So what's the point though? Presumably the point is that right now, if you consume, given that Netflix has, what is it, like 200 million subscribers globally, Netflix is a dominant factor in social engagement, let's just say here. Like, think about how much of a worldwide phenomenon Squid Game was, for example, when it came out. Like, just immediately, shows can go viral on Netflix, and they can be, if they go viral enough, they can be interwoven into like being culturally significant. Usually Americans, they hate reading, but Squid Game, a Korean production in Korean, did crack the fiber. I don't know if people were actually watching the English dub of it, but everyone I knew was watching the Korean sub of that. And so it's pretty extraordinary when people actually bother to like engage, like normies engaging in subtitled content is pretty rad to see. But anyways, the point here being that obviously being able to just engage natively from Netflix into social atmospheres is really good. Because I think right now what you have to do, I'm thinking about like what a normie does. I'm assuming a normie would just like use their mobile phone and then just like screen record if you can. I don't even know if you can, honestly. If there's like a DRM thing there or not. I don't know what people currently do right now. Like think about how do they currently do this, and it's usually some kind of like wraparound solution, rather than just like being natively from within where the content is being consumed. So, or maybe normies just put two phones in front of each other and just record the phone playing the shit or whatever here. I don't even fucking know. I don't know what they do, but just figured out though up here there's a thing now, and if anyone knows more here, I wasn't sure if it's like Netflix trying to like engage further in social media and what that could mean for the future, but figured I'd just throw you that one real quick. All right. So back over here to the to that Netflix, to that ballot box situation here. So I have some footage of what happened there. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. This is like if you've ever been curious here, I always go early vote, which in Louisiana it early voting is until the 29th, and then election day will be on, of course, Tuesday, November 5th. And but I always go vote in person because I'm always like not confident. Not that I don't trust the whole thing. It's just that shit happen. Like I said, it's not that I don't trust the integrity of mail-in ballots, but rather I just don't want anything to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I already heard there's like a fuck, there was something that happened besides this year. There was like there's like these like the ballot boxes getting caught on fire, and then there was like a separate thing where like didn't like a mailbox or like a mail truck get something or whatever, right? Like it got intervened or like ran into or some shit. Does that ring a bell? I could have sworn I read something about this that happened like last week or whatever. Like there was some kind of intervention involved with like collecting the ballots or whatever. I don't remember, but like I don't want to misspeak here. Something like that, bro. But yeah, obviously this year, y'all, like this is a very, very not smart thing here because it's really obvious like what the motive would be behind the suspected party of affiliation that would do this. And even then, whenever you see like this deliberate sabotage here, presumably any responsible city council or whatever here is going to be like, okay, well, obviously we need to just like remail the mail-in ballots to the entire district that this ballot box was effective at, and then and just delay counting votes until later on there. Yeah. So, but also again here, like I honestly really thought we had security and at least cameras. I mean, you got cameras at certain red lights for speed traps here. I figured having cameras at the ballot boxes was kind of like a no-brainer, especially after 2020. So, all right, well, I guess we'll see where that goes here now. Yeah, the Clark County elections ballot box drop at the Fisher's Landing Transit Center was lit on fire this morning. Hundreds of ballots were inside at the time. The last pickup being 11 a.m. Saturday. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. And is there any other?
From K2 News, this is breaking news.
That breaking news, 2 incidents involving ballot boxes this morning. We'll start with what's happening in Vancouver. That is on the left side of your screen. We just watched firefighters pry open the back of this ballot box, which is obviously on fire. We were watching it smoke for the past half hour or so. This is at the Park and Ride drop-off ballot box at Fisher's Landing, right next to the C-Tran Transit building. We were watching police officers and firefighters sort of standing around this ballot box for a while, taking pictures. Then one of those firefighters just walked up with what looked like a crowbar, and they pulled the back of the ballot box out, and a bunch of ballots that are on fire poured out onto the ground. They're trying to put the fire out now. Obviously, it is steaming. It's pouring rain there. We don't know how many ballots were in this box, but obviously they are destroyed. This is going to be a big problem. This is happening again at the Park and Ride ballot location at Fisher's Landing in Vancouver. We're also tracking breaking news at the Multnomah County Elections Office. That is on the right side of your screen right now, where police found an incendiary device at this ballot box. We have K2's Joe English live on the scene there, gathering new information. That is obviously taped off as police investigate that. So big concerns at least 2 ballot boxes coming just 8 days before Election Day. K2's on your side. We're going to continue to track this breaking news for you. And obviously, if you're worried, if you're a voter, you need to call the elections office, especially if you dropped your ballot off at the box there on the left. What a crazy morning. Thanks for joining us. It is 6:30. I am Angelica Thornton. We have weather and traffic to help you get your Monday morning started. It's been kind of a bad morning on the roads.
Not gonna lie, not liking the implication here that the onus is on you, the ballot mail-in voter, to like call in and like vet the status of your thing, whether or not it was collected or destroyed or whatever here. I feel like it should be more like the other way around, like a top-down solution where you just like redistribute mail ballots, and then just like, you know, when counting them, I guess, or whatever here, you just like, as you would already do anyway, you would just like vet for duplicates and then discard them. You know, I feel that'd be like the better thing than having the attempted foil of like destroying ballots result in less democracy occurring ultimately, right? You know what I mean? Just like, because in the end, like the whole point of why they did that was so that the ballots don't get counted. And if of course it's just a lady saying this whole thing here, but like if it's not like a top-down solution, it does not like wholesomely negate the attempt of whatever the federal offense of destroying mail or whatever the fuck here. It's just dumb. Like First off, do you even have the infrastructure to even like deal with an influx of calls from everyone who suspects they were affected, to then verify with them at that time on the phone call that, you know what I mean? Just, it's like, bro, it reminds me of whenever the unemployment benefits kicked in from like the COVID shit, and like every unemployment office was like comically under-equipped to deal with the surge in demand for collecting unemployment benefits. You remember that happened from Bernie's that was like the end game negotiation from like Bernie's proposal versus like whenever like whatever like Nancy Pelosi like nerfed it down to oblivion and whatnot. Okay, anyways here. I'm surprised at how unsecure those boxes are. The slots on ours are only big enough to allow the ballot envelope in. Yeah, that too. I have to see what it's looking like here. I don't think we get to see it in this one here, but like, again, I'm really shocked that it's like not more. I figured you have at least you install a camera on this shit. You know what I mean? Like at least a camera like ATM style, where like, you know, it's one facing you, so whenever you go to the ATM or you go to the ballot box, like it's recording everything there. Like, you know, you'd have to like use like a fishing pole rod to like, you know, not be on camera effectively. Ah, man, bro, just crazy. Okay, all right. So we'll keep tabs here. Definitely hope to see some retaliation. And I know the person, whoever did it, will probably get away with it because it was unsecured. But like, I'm hoping that we like learn from this and that we go for the solution that will definitively negate the obvious attempt to like defraud the voters here. I mean, just crazy. Okay, so next up here, let's go over to Mr. Beast, and let's go into Lunchly again. So you may recall here that the three pieces of shit, KSI, Mr. Beast, and Logan Paul, all collaborate together with Prime and Feastables, and making you know, calculated marketing for their audiences for Lunchly. And well, I wanted to give you a couple updates here since then, actually. So, Twitch streamer Spicy Cow found mold in their Lunchly while trying to disprove that y'all may have heard here that Rosanna Pansino was going to try out Lunchly for content, right? And she was shocked to discover that there was mold in the cheese portion of the sealed packet. Yikesy. So yeah, we're gonna get in a second here. So they found mold when opening it up here as well, which is crazy. Someone's revealed here. If we can, let's play here. So here's another one of her tweets actually talking about it a little bit further here. Let's go ahead and discuss and engage.
I was shooting a video comparing Lunchly to Lunchables, and I opened the first package, which was supposed to be good until December 8th, 2024. And we just got this one. This was fresh from the store this morning, and there is a ton of mold in there. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I was thinking that, you know, maybe they would taste pretty similar, just, you know, not have that best or better for you ingredients. And I was going to go over nutritional facts and things, but this is really concerning. So I just am pausing from filming just to take a little break to show this. And I have a fork. Denise, is this okay if I use this? Yeah. Okay. I have a fork and I'm just going to dig into it just to see. Oh, yeah. Okay. That is a ton of mold. This is really dangerous. I was shooting a video comparing Lunchly to...
All right, so someone here elaborates. Decided to have a look into all the Lunchly mold claims, and the common denominator is faulty glue application on the seals, mostly along the longest side to the corner with the cheese. So, right, the seal with the adhesive is faulty and loose and not tight. So then, of course, the cheese is exposed to, you know, just whatever, air, and therefore will mold. And unfortunately, it seems to be coming from like the factory with the adhesive application. And that results in it's consistently hitting the cheese portion, which is where the mold is accumulating here. So, not surprising there. So whether it being a, because I think people were not sure here whether or not it was like is the cheese questionable or is the sealant not doing its job or what? Either way, it's unacceptable clearly here. And I can tell you right now, there's definitely some backfire going on because this is definitely hitting nationwide now with the whole like, it's like not like 1, 2, or 10. It's like, this is now like YouTube wide known now that there's there's mold gate going on with Lunchly. And retailers, they don't fuck with this, bro. Like when you got this going on, that's going to make everyone question the retailer to a degree. Like, oh, well, was it, is Walmart or Target's handling of this causing the mold, right? So, and they want the last thing you want to do is build customer distrust, I would say, in the retailer. So, you got to fucking exile that shit really quick. So, I want to show you that one there. Okay, and then we continue from there. So she goes on to say here, right, Rosanna, working to sort through the Mr. Beast company chat logs. Here is part 1 with a few redactions. These are from a Telegram channel that Mr. Beast, John Smith, in these chats used to communicate with. I'm gonna pause here because there's actually there is some like dicks in here at some point. Used to communicate with Chris, Ava, Tyson, and other employees. Trigger warning as they discuss many inappropriate topics, especially for a company that targets children. So you can go over here and look into this if you want to. But yeah, there's some Twitch TOS I can't actually show because there's like just stuff in there. And that'll fall from there with the. And it's just updates here, okay? Quote unquote, it's stupid as fuck. Logan Paul commented on Messi, Messi from the hydration drink distributor suing Prime over anti-competitive claims. I didn't know that was a thing that was happening here, but Jesus Christ, okay. Logan Paul also said that Messi's drink, Moss Plus, is that how you say it? Moss Plus? Was too similar to Prime while ignoring the similarities between Moldly and Lunchables. Queen just called it Moldly, y'all. Like, that's when you... Just take the L, guys. This is getting embarrassing, bro. So, bro. I love it. I love it. So, going forward, we'll refer to it exclusively as Moldly. Bro. And before Logan Paul declares that, oh, it's blue cheese, not cheddar. That's why there's mold in there. All right, so what we got here? An update from the ballot box thing.
We do begin with breaking news right now. This news coming down in the past 15 minutes. The Portland Police Bureau report an incendiary device was left inside a ballot box overnight.
Now, that device was discovered in southeast Portland here early this morning. James Shippey now joining us from the Alert Center to break this all down. James?
Yeah, right now, both firefighters and police have the area southeast 11th and Belmont blocked off while they investigate. Now, let's get right to new video from the scene. In the video, you can see police focusing their investigations on a ballot box. You can see them remove a small black device that appeared to be attached to the box. There's also a large scorch mark from the fire on the side of the ballot box. Now, this right near the Multnomah County Elections Division building. Police have not released any details about any suspects. This is not the first time a suspicious device has been found near a ballot box this year. Now, earlier this month, the Vancouver Police Department found a suspicious device near a ballot box there. Travis, Emma?
This is certainly something we're going to follow throughout the day. That is just not good.
I am not liking I don't like living in a movie, chat. I don't like this. Automatically feels like some like precursor to like a civil war. Like, up until today, I genuinely didn't think you were gonna get like a January 6th 2 or anything dumb like that, because who would be that stupid? But like, damn, bro. Like, when the election results come in here, and if they don't like the answer, man, what are they gonna do? Brother. Oh man. Fuck. Yeah, I don't. This is one of those moments where this is a rare time where when I post cinema, I'm like, man, I like watching movies. I don't like being in them. You feel me? Like, bruh. Did I cover any of the awful Madison Square Garden rally? I have not actually. So here's a link. Did I send you a link here? Here you go. Here you go, CC. I have not covered it, but you'll see here in the top right here, I have tabs dedicated to the, no, I cannot let that one slide. I know covering Trump sucks, but y'all really got to see what was said and what happened at the Madison Square rally yesterday. I can't even call it a KKK Klan gathering. You guys just call it like a Nazi meeting, bro. It was pretty fucking nuts, bro. It's really gross, really fucking gross. It insane, but we're getting there. It's really embarrassing. Where are we from as a country now, honestly? What's my anxiety level about the election next week? I'm not actually particularly worried, because if you, I don't know, see, do I want to, this is like a really divisive thing I would assume here right now, because I don't know if I want to hear like blatantly about my take on the election, but like, I'm not actually worried in the I mean, of course, I am very disappointed in Kamala Harris's campaign with their foreign policy stance on the whole, on the ceasefire and everything else here. Like, it's clearly not enough, and it's definitely like, there's a lot of deficits, and even their biggest positive point, the source of their populist opportunity in that the policy substance that Tim Walz has come from, right? Like, he's unapologetically for the people, and his policy choices undeniably show this here with like, you know, his state as governor, like what didn't he do, right? It's like lunches for school children unconditionally, no means test whatsoever. I think paid maternity leave by law, paid vacation time off by law, and like a many other, I forget the whole, there's like 12 things he did that are like undeniably based, but it includes many more things here. The guy is actually really awesome. And then when you watch the VP debate versus JD Vance, it was so obvious that he was like coached by DNC drones to like try to appease Republican voters more. So he was not able to go in attack mode and like just call out JD Vance for being a weird, hypocrite, conservative doofus. Which, by the way, when he called them weird, that's what was getting Kamala's campaign on fire. Because, like, yeah, they are fucking weird. They're obsessed with, like, ridiculing porn and being invasive of women's bodies and being all up in your bedroom and running on anti-freedom. Like, they're literally anti-freedom. Yeah, call them fucking weird. It works really fucking well. And you can tell that he was coached to, like, not go in that attack mode that he's familiar with and effectively, like, defang or declaw him. And it just shows that this, like, whoever runs her campaign kind of sucks ass, or she sucks ass. I don't know, whatever here. But in the end, she's definitely going to be way less terrible than Trump. I mean, Trump wins. You got 3 decades of Supreme Court just fucking shitting the country down the shitter all the way through here. Less on the bad news there, though. On the good news, the evidence shows even from just 2022, Roe v. Wade falling is definitively an unpopular thing across women and mothers in USA. Women came out to vote in record levels for a midterm in 2022 because Roe v. Wade fell, right? Now, again, I'd say here, you know, where was the Biden campaign, or, you know, or where was XYZ, right? I don't know if I'm actually forgetting here now what reason, like, could the executive branch have codified Roe v. Wade at this point? I don't remember exactly, but I feel like we were campaigning, Democrats, on, hey, we're gonna restore Roe v. Wade, but we need to keep the Senate to be able to have a chance to do that. So vote Democrats in 2022. And that happened, right? They kept the Senate. And here we are in 2024 now, and it's still running on the same thing. Hey, okay, well, you know, you want that, you know, you got to get me in there again. Anyways, look, okay, that's like another topic though. But the point there being, Roe v. Wade falling is very unpopular among women, especially. Anyone with common sense here. So it's like, it's very rare for the incumbent party to keep control of the Senate or House between midterms. So in 2022, it was expected, given that Biden won in 2020, that Republicans would take House and Senate back in the midterm because turnout is so fucking low compared to election years. Oftentimes, you know, barely approaching 30% of what you get in an election year, which also election years are also very bad too, because we only get like a 48% voter turnout for people don't fucking vote, which is very, very sad, of course, here. But, you know, Imagine that 30% of the 48% come vote for midterms, and that's really, really important too, FYI. So, yeah, women coming out to vote hardcore here, I think will be enough to definitely sway the bed that Republicans have made now that they're so irreparably intertwined to MAGA and Trump. And because obviously all the policies that Trump has are very unpopular if you actually know them, as is evidenced by the fact that he's dissociating from Project 2025. So for me personally, I'm not really worried right now because I'm following the evidence of the past to where we're going now here. Right, I've not even been keeping tabs on like swing states or polling and all that. I know there's like some substance between like there's some stuff going on with the whole Palestine voters in Michigan, and I know there's a lot of shit going on in Pennsylvania right now. But in the end, even for my sanity, I don't even keep tabs on that shit because like polling will just drive you insane. I look a little further back and say here, okay, look, 2022 record turnout for women, and I can't imagine 2 years of like all the horrible shit you read about due to Roe v. Wade falling. If you're a woman, or if you're just a compassionate guy who believes in women's rights, you're looking at this and being like, yeah, okay, like this will get better under Republicans, right? No, not at all. Totally opposite here. They actually want to go even further on just anti-freedom shit here. So, therefore, I'm pretty comfortable and confident that when it comes down to whatever things you don't like about Kamala, the lesser of two evils will definitely, in this case, the argument's like really obvious that like it's not even lesser of the two evils. It's one is literally going to just lead to like fascism and irreparable like harm to everyone going forward unless you're a billionaire. Like Trump gets in there, second term, no, not even bothering to have to run for re-election, so he's just gonna let everyone go wild out. From the Heritage Foundation to the P2025 playbook to whatever JD wants to do, to whatever billionaire has access to communications to Trump and be able to have all their wishes appeased, as is evidenced by the 2018 Trump tax cuts that were overwhelmingly a billionaire's wet dream. You know what I'm saying? So, kind of hop in there and you go from there here. So, okay. But yeah, I don't want to go into all that, but I feel like since you asked me, kind of giving you not just like why I feel how I feel, but also why I feel what I feel. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, cool. So with that, then we continue on there. So Rosanna Pansino reported Mr. Beast to the FBI over alleged leaked group chats with the coworkers, and so you kind of want to let you know that happened now. So the Mr. Beast canceling, I guess, is continuing here now. I mean, I still haven't heard him like publicly really respond to any of the sussy shit that has come to light in the past couple of weeks / months. So the Moldly situation is just another axe in the hatchet here at this point, I'd say. She also literally tags YouTube herself as well. She's a pretty big deal. I forget how big she is here, but yeah. So I guess we'll see where that goes. And if you're curious, have you wondered, chat, what is Keemstar's take on this here? Let's listen here actually. Keemstar. What's up, bro? Talk to me, bro.
Dear Dogpack 404 and Rosanna, your blind hatred for Mr. Beast has set you up for the biggest L of 2024.
Actually, no, I'm good here. I actually don't even care what this guy say, actually. My plan was just to open up with this one and kind of just move on there. So, whatever Keemstar says, who even cares? Certainly not me. All right, so moving on from there. Let's keep going, shall we? I guess we need to, let's go into, we're going to dance around here, actually. So, I don't know if y'all had, yesterday, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez went live on her Twitch. Her first time in like a year, by the way. She went live and did a stream with Tim Waltz, and they were gonna play Madden, but I mean, I figured that she doesn't know how to play Madden. I don't even know if he even enjoys what Madden's become now, quite honestly. So you may have heard here, Tim Waltz he enjoys Dreamcast, by the way. He is in interview name dropped here. Oh no, I fucked with the Dreamcast heavy, which is like, oh shit, gamers acknowledged politically. Okay, what's up? So I rated her because I was like, oh shit, she's actually live right now. But her channel is like special exception. You can't actually rate her. So I told everyone to go check out her channel, see what she's gonna say and whatnot. If y'all recall, so I had to go for my meeting and whatnot. And I wanted to share with y'all 2 of the cool things that happened in that stream. So let's look here at what happened, y'all. What's good?
So, hey, I've got to go, but I wanted to try something if you think I can, since you got me on here. I asked my team. Back in the old days, I had that Sega Dreamcast. They had kind of I don't know if it came, your folks on here could probably tell me. It either came before or right after Grand Theft Auto, which I thought was a little, might not be. I was teaching school. I thought that's a little bit harsh. So there was a game similar to it, Crazy Taxi. And
Oh my
you
gosh.
drive around. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Yeah!
But I'm going to come on here in a minute. Here we go. I'm going to play this thing.
Go ahead and pick.
Okay, so
Oh
here's
my
the deal
gosh.
too. You can pick these characters, and if you get really good, I found this out, and it might be the coolest thing that I've had happen to me. There's a character of me in there. At some
Are you
point.
serious?
Yeah, I'm terrible. I don't know the controllers on Xbox, but I just wanted to try it once with you.
Oh my gosh.
I got to go pick these people up. Get in, dude. And here we go. And then you got to drive them to their destination.
To the cable
Out of the
car
way,
stop.
man.
Oh my gosh.
This is like
Is
New
this
York
how you drive in
taxi.
real life?
Or is that a smart ass comment about New York?
Hit that ramp.
Oh no, there we
That
go.
ramp.
Yeah, see, sweet.
Dude,
Okay, hold
you're
on.
good.
I'm not bad.
Oh my god.
Wait. Oh,
Wait,
dude.
you're like
he overran his
actually-
spot. I had the money in my pocket. Here we go. I got it. I got to just
Run
go
the
in there
meter,
and
run the meter.
I got to get my money.
Oh my gosh.
Hop out. Give me the money.
Cash.
All right, give me the cash. Now I got to go pick up some money.
No tap to pay here.
Only got a normal grade on that one. So yeah, y'all, that I'm gonna drop here the link for you on I have the link to the VOD. Let me because I know y'all are probably wondering here like shit, what happened in the stream? Thankfully, AOC has VODs enabled on her channel, and I can just drop you the link to the VOD if you're curious. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I have it here somewhere. There you go. So if you want to go watch that more, you can go over here. That is the link to her VOD. Every politician should be forced to play Valorant so we can see who they really are. I think every politician playing Among Us would be a more telling one, right? Because then you can tell if they're like a bad liar or if they're like a good liar. Because if they win as the imposter, is that a good thing? You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you win the game but you lose the perception test, right? So just kind of want to throw you that one there, and then Sundays are for football. Game on. And yeah, so you can see here little selfie here, and I guess Waltz is more of a Diet Mountain Dew guy. This is Diet Mountain Dew, right? But either way though, yeah, just, you know, I love seeing the outreach to the youth here, you know. I didn't get to catch when Bernie was live with Valkyrie and Pokemon, but I should catch that. I happened to catch AOC live, so I caught like 40 minutes of that stream. It was pretty cool. She also mentioned, by the way, she's hoping to come on Twitch more often, actually. She feels bad about how infrequent she's on here, but she's hoping to like do more stuff next year, is what she said. Because it's not a re-election year, she'll be able to have a little more time to do more community outreach in between her other projects, which is pretty cool. So but yeah, I didn't get to catch the Bernie one at all, so I don't know how that one went out, actually, whether or not it was cool or not. All right, so let's see. We're gonna go from there now, and all right, well, chat, I have 3 categories left. I have based, LOL, and then the Trump Madison Square Garden rally, and I feel like, well, we gotta do this one, y'all. So, all right, join me. It's time to go to hell. So if you didn't hear, I'm guessing because Kamala called Trump's rallies boring and people leaving often, that he felt really vindicated to have a rally where it was packed and everything else here. So now we're at Madison Square Garden in NYC. And you're gonna see here, this is a comedian, what's his name again? This is comedian Tony Hinchcliffe. Man, he did some numbers here. This is the opening speaker for the thing. He is a comedian, so these are jokes, I guess, here. And you just tell me what you think about what you hear on this shit.
It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, you know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. No, it is absolutely wild times. It really.
Yeah. Okay. U.S. territory that has been denied statehood, I believe, by Republicans continuously here. Otherwise, it would be a state. Yeah, it's a floating island of garbage. Okay. I'm not a comedian. I'm not a comedian. What's the word here? Scientist. So I'm not really sure how to break down like the joke here. I guess the joke is that Puerto Ricans are trash and they're aware of it. I don't know. LOL. Right? Okay. So we're gonna go from here now. And sadly, it gets worse. Or there's more here actually. So, then we can look at the POV here. Let's bring it a little bit further, right? So now we have, so actually AOC and Tim Waltz actually reacted to this. So I wanted to show you that they did a stream and then the thing itself here and then their reaction to it and then his response to their reaction to it. So, and then we'll go from here to the next one here. And again, if you're bored of this, I apologize here, but I feel it's kind of like what was said here was so ridiculously gross that I just can't, I can't let it slide. I'm afraid. It's too vile, bro. You gotta like, if anything, I want to document it on my VOD so that so that way, like, we can look back on it and hey, I covered it, and that I'm disgusted by it, obviously here. So
absolutely wild times. It really, really is, and there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. No.
Who is that jackwad? Who is that guy?
Actually, I think that's Tony Hinchcliffe, which is super disappointing. I mean, he's a comedian. I don't follow Trump,
this issue very with Puerto Rico again. I saw it. This was when he went down after Helene, the horrific hurricane, people there, everybody coming together. We sent helicopters down from Minnesota and personnel. This is how you do this during this. And in the first hours, Trump complaining about the response. Does anybody remember how he responded to Maria in Puerto Rico? It was absolutely horrific. Down there insulting people, throwing it.
Yep.
Look, I know that the folks who are on here today understand this. People in Puerto Rico are citizens. They pay taxes and they serve in the military at almost a higher rate than anybody else.
Yeah. I mean, it's like super upsetting. Obviously, it's super upsetting to me. My family is from Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican. And like the thing that is so messed up that I wish more people understood is that the things that they do in Puerto Rico are a testing ground for the policies and the horrors that they wish to, and that they do unveil in working class communities across the United States. And I need people to understand that when you have some a-hole calling Puerto Rico floating garbage, know that that's what they think about you. That's just what they think about you. It's what they think about anyone who makes less money than them. It's what they think about the people who serve them food in a restaurant. It's what they think about the people who fold their clothes in a store. Like,
you're
dude,
right.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, the privilege of being on this campaign is traveling across the entire country. There are hundreds of thousands of Puerto Ricans across in battleground states that need to send them a message on this.
I want them to like
gotta vote.
Roll that. I want everyone in Philadelphia to see that clip. If you live in Philly, why don't you go and see that clip?
Reading, yes.
If you live in Reading, Pennsylvania, which I was there, I was in Reading last week. If you're in Reading,
Great
if you're in
community.
Philly,
Super, yeah.
look at that trash. Like, what is trash is people actually just thinking of other human beings that way. Are you actually for real? And the thing that gets me is that these people rely, their entire lives rely on working class people. If you have someone that's not there to harvest the crops that show up in your grocery store, in your Erewhon or your Whole Foods.
Gosh, she is spitting so hard right there. Never forget, chat, like the power in unity in numbers. Like the deterioration of unions for the last nearly 70 years is deliberate and on purpose. And it can't be exemplified any further than when modern power structures of society were falling apart and the oligarchs and the elites had no like backbone to fall back on during quarantine. And so then now it became, oh, we need essential workers and we need essential businesses. And like, you know, I think about the people who, you know, the non-zero amount of American workers who were then dubbed essential, denied the unemployment perks, and then had to work in hazardous conditions, but then also were promised and never delivered hazard pay. It's so fucking gross. It's so gross, dude. It's so it's like it's so clear.
Or wherever it is that you go to eat, if you think lesser of working class Americans, of
Caring
people
for
who
our
are
children.
So yeah, I wanted to show that one there. Thank you again for sticking with me here so far on this one. I know it's not the funnest thing to watch right now. Okay, so then we go back one, and okay, so then Tony, comedian in Texas. These people have no sense of humor. Wild that a vice presidential candidate would take time off of his busy schedule, quote unquote, to analyze a joke taken out of context to make it seem racist. Seem racist? Okay. I love Puerto Rico and vacation there. I made fun of everyone, ellipsis. Watched the whole set. I'm a comedian, Tim. Might be time to change your tampon. Oh, this is a call out to tampon Tim because like conservatives are idiots and they think that that Tim Walz deliberately vouched to put tampons in boys' bathrooms when that's actually not that's not even what his legislation passed to do. And even if it was, it doesn't even fucking matter. But like regardless though, it was just like to supply supplies as such for all genders in public facilities at schools and shit like that here. Again, in general, it was to address broadly like the inaccessibility of, you know, generally things like tampons for teenage girls in case, you know, whenever that happens, they have the ability to be able to like take care of that. I imagine that I mean, I don't know any women here. I don't know women like intimately who went through this here, but I could imagine that like being blessed with Mother Nature time of the month, your first time, and then being at school and like you need a tampon. I don't know. Does the nurse have one? Does some secretary in the office randomly have a stash of her own that she can loan you one? Like, you know, like what? I don't fucking know. And yeah, having some kind of like base standard for that for everyone involved who needs things like that in that category is definitely good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know any women either. So I mean, I just wrote. The whole thing here is by calling him Tampon Tim, it's very clear just some brain dead, idiotic, destructive partisan politics, and simultaneously a comical lack of empathy for that which you don't understand, which is evidently women. It's so fucking cringe. God, it's so frustrating too. Holy fuck. Like, irrelevant of whether or not like Tony's opening like speech thing that he did, his comedy crap was like being celebrated on the right. I don't even know the answer there. I'm annoyed at just what I have bared witness to from what we've seen so far. It's just sad. Okay. AOC class back here. You're opening for Trump by calling Puerto Rico a floating pile of garbage. 4,000 plus Puerto Ricans died under him. This isn't the Comedy Store. You're using your set to boost neo-Nazis like Marjorie Taylor Greene and stripping women's rights to the Stone Age. Your sense of humor doesn't change that. And before people try to act like this is some PC overly sensitive nonsense, I've been to Kill Tony's shows. I'm from the Bronx. I don't give a shit about crude humor, but don't pretend that your support for Trump is a joke. Own it. You doing a set to support him, that's a choice. Oh God, Spit Queen. Oh my God. Okay, so, Okay, all right. So we go from this now, and don't worry, I'm gonna give a nice little bow to the segment here, actually, and that will be, would be this right here, actually. So the reason why, if I can elaborate here, why I don't like the joke is that it's the same reason I don't really like. I have a problem with Dave Chappelle's newer comedy specials. He's really triggered on transgenderism, right? If you've seen like the last, like the more recent Dave Chappelle comedy specials, they're pretty bad. They kind of come off more like a giant, like, I don't know, like nagging cringe fest or whatever here. And the reason why it doesn't work for me, and maybe why you can tell it's not working for you either if you've watched them, is because, like, generally when you're punching down, or when you're looking to punch someone in comedy, you want to use satire to ridicule those that you want to, like, ridicule those in power to expose the truth of the situation, and that might be where you derive the comedy from. But whenever you're like punching down on the underprivileged or the oppressed, it's just oppressive and therefore not really funny, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's what I would perceive it as anyway here. And so, because I have seen like 2 of the 3 recent Chappelle specials, and I thought they were pretty bad, actually. I didn't talk about them initially because I didn't want to like get like well, one, I actually was kind of sad because I was like, I love Chappelle, you know, from 20 years ago, which is, I don't know, boomer clap here. Chappelle Show season 2 was 2004, 20 years ago. But the new shit is just, I mean, there's like 2 segments I like there, but most of the stuff with the transgenderism and the LGBTQ shit was really, really I didn't find too appealing, actually. Well, anyways, a nice little summary here. Satire is meant to ridicule those in power. If you are laughing at people who are hurting, it's not satire, it's bullying, which is a great way to summarize like how you could probably perceive the Puerto Rico comment. To which, by the way, don't worry, that's not even the only thing he said, and it's probably not the worst thing that happened at the rally. So let's keep going here, because got some more for you. So, hi, Tony. And this is a response to him doing his little thing here, right? We're aware that you're a comedian, but when you are a featured speaker at a campaign event, what you say reflects on the campaign. If no one from the campaign informed you of that, they screwed you royally. Yeah, from what I'm seeing here universally, it's been pretty negative reaction to what he said there. I mean, because it's just pretty vile, quite honestly, even in context. So, yeah, trying to like dissociate as like a comedian whenever you're an opening speaker for a campaign rally. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit more. I mean, you're definitely there supporting. You can't like dissociate from Trump or Vance when you're like a featured speaker at a rally. I would say it's pretty explicitly interwoven at that point. I include this here as like a bonus part here, but Mark Ruffalo was questioned about Kamala. I forget why I included this though. I knew why earlier, but I forgot now. But let's just go ahead and play the clip here. It's a short clip, and I'll bring up the point that I thought was interesting here. But I forgot why I included this actually.
Listen, it's a hard time, and it's a very, very difficult time. There's no perfect candidate right now, but we know what Trump will do. He'll sell out the Arabs. And there's 150 Palestinians and Jews yesterday out of Arizona who signed a sign-on letter basically asking American, Arab, and Muslim voters to vote for Kamala because our chances of changing her positions inside the White House are better than they'll ever be with Trump.
Can you argue that Harris is an anti-war campaigner and would be an anti-war president?
All I know is that she is the only one who has held created a different kind of language around the Palestinian suffering, different than Biden. And I'm hoping that after this election is over, she has great people in the State Department who are very open-minded and who want to see the end of this atrocity.
Very based, I would say, all the way through here. And in the end, what I like about Ruffalo so much, he's always been politically outspoken and doesn't fear like Disney or MCU like shutting him up or whatever, which is awesome. But also, yeah, can I get a smork in chat, please? Hulk, good, very, very good. That's my Hulk right there. That's my motherfucking Hulk right there, y'all. Is also that he admits, and I guess maybe this is the reason why here. Best part, neither of them are perfect. So it's not a blind glazing of Harris, which of course I would find cringe and just like, you know, stupid and ineffective, right? Like it's very obvious that Harris's campaign is comically flawed with trying to appease Republicans for some fucking reason. The vice president debate definitely explicitly showed that for sure. Not only that, but then again, when it comes to foreign policy, it's just absolute like wet farts, sharts even, I would argue. But you know, one of these two can be swayed. One of these two is infinitely less worse than the other one here. And so it's more about harm reduction at this time in a practical sense. And then from there, we implement, you know, again, practical, grounded solutions for what we can do forward, which of course would be like, you know, confiding in the volume of our support and then going forward with like convincing those in power to like, please do the obvious thing here. Let's get the ceasefire going. Let's stop funding the IDF. Let's stop, you know, let's at least like, let's like not have the military industrial complex or the war industry machine continue to like, you know, do its thing here. Let's leave War Machine to the MCU whenever they do their little Iron Man spinoff and not have War Machine be like what U.S. foreign policy currently is, obviously. So I forget what other reason I had there, but I like that he, you know, he obviously admits here that there's no perfect candidate right now, and he still has a lot of, obviously there's a lot of improvement that could be had by Harris, for sure. Me included, I totally agree. So, I mean, it's just the floor. It's the fucking floor at this time, I would say. But you can also tell here how bad the DNC is because, like, they're so fucking eager to appease the lunatic half of the country because we got to win more Republican support. And holy shit. Meanwhile, you know, progressivism and the lefties just have to, like, you know, chalk it up to unironically the less of the two evils here. But I digress, though. Okay, moving on. Trump's Madison Square Garden rally is sending shockwaves through the Puerto Rican community right now. It can't be overstated what a major miscalculation that was. Big Puerto Rican communities in Pennsylvania, Florida, and a lot of Puerto Ricans in Wisconsin, too. Those clips are spreading like wildfire. Oh, for sure. As I've said before here, well, okay, one thing I want to clarify here. Miscalculation. I don't know if it was miscalculated. I mean, I get where person is coming from here, but like, I mean, dog, Trump like tripled down on Haitians eating dogs and cats. JD Vance was actually like kind of butthurt whenever he was getting fact checked on the VP debate when he was just blatantly lying his ass off and in deliberate bad faith. And both of them just doubled down on just like, yeah, Haitians, fuck them, you know, even though they were legal immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, and they just it's a campaign fueled by hate, misinformation, and fuck racism. I don't know what the fuck else to call it, honestly, y'all. It's just crazy. So yeah, anecdotal alert, but you know, when I lived in Orlando, Florida, with young Hex, and my next door neighbor, yeah, as I told you before, it was Rafaelito. It was yeah, I mean they were all Puerto Rican. It was Rafaelito, his older sister Lynette, and yeah, I mean no, the family, I mean, they're great people. I mean, Puerto Rico's been a territory with citizens that have been like, you know, just oppressed by U.S. bullshit for so fucking long now. They should be granted statehood. Like that's really fucking obvious. And I wish we can like continue to erode the corruption in the department so we can actually move forward and just do the right thing. I mean, this is all a place here. This is like, I can't comment on Virgin Islands, but I know for sure, like, you know, American Samoa and Puerto Rico are both like comically overdue for statehood. Like 50 states, my fucking ball sack. We should be sitting at 52 minimum forever ago, or like get off their dick and grant them like independence or some shit or whatever here. You know what I mean? Like I'd have to do some more research to speak with more substance on the matter here, but from the little I've looked into both those situations, it's pretty much like just a stranglehold by like the U.S. or particularly like U.S. military, I would say here. So yeah, I'm totally there in solidarity with Puerto Rico, and then some. You know, shit. I mean, you have current states now like Hawaii where you have like just, you know, natives being totally, fucked over, suffering right now. There's a tragic homeless problem currently going on in Hawaii that's fucking terrible. Native Americans, I don't even know where to begin with that shit. You know what I mean? Nothing screams the US of A quite like just oppression and colonization and unironic, just gross. Ugh. You know, I don't even have enough time in the day to even like to kind of get familiarized with how much injustice is currently going on domestically, much less, you know, adjacent with the U.S. territories that are pending statehood. Fuck, bro. So, all right. So, okay, continuing on here. Let's keep going here. And thank y'all for hanging through right now. Warning, this is going to be lethal amounts of cringe here. Autism Capital tweets out, Elon Musk lets out his battle cry. It's not long, but it is bad. Bro, okay. Moving on. All right, so give me another greatest hits here. What else do we have from our boy, the comedian? You might not be ready for this one, y'all.
I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. Republicans are the party with a good sense of humor. I welcome migrants to the United States of America.
Bro, you feel dirty, bro. You want to take a bath after hearing that, dude. It's just so gross. Ugh, bro. I don't know, y'all. I had to show it to you. I couldn't let it slide today, y'all. It's just ill. Like, oh man, terrible stuff here. Calling Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage and said black people do nothing but carve watermelons all day. That was a Klan rally, and anybody who voted for that motherfucker is sick, and I hope each and every one of you burn in hell. Yeah, so yeah, we're still not done here, by the way. So yeah, black people do nothing but carve watermelon. That is another thing that is a... Thank you. What is this?
Yo homies. I hear Shadow is kinda spicy. USA is wildin' right now, my goodness. Stay safe all. Finally beat BG3 and getting bopped by A17 Inspire. Life's good. Also played a fun N64 style indie platformer called Pseudo Regalia, highly recommend.
Drop the link to the Steam page. Hakeem Darfur, just a pseudo regalia. Sorry, 1 second here. Okay, so okay, so for me to talk about because okay, I have here the mega thread that covers the entire Madison Square Garden presentation, but at the same time here, I mean, it's very thoroughly done, and it only includes the highlights of the whole thing. But even then, this is kind of like brigading you with just so much garbage that, you know, you kind of get the idea. It's terrible. And I do think I'd like to get y'all seeing and consuming the content that you like and enjoy, rather than just being a continually frustrated, negative person, I would say. So I'm not going to put you through all of this, though I do want to at least show you the watermelon comment, and then break down why is watermelon and chicken a negative thing with black people? Why is that? What are the, like, do y'all actually know why that's racist? I don't think I actually knew the answer until fairly recently. But you may recall here, I've had to do some more research on certain things, and kind of, you know, we learned here that apparently even butter pecan ice cream has racist origins, and many other things here. So no, it's in the in chat, it's racist for very dehumanizing reasons here. But first, let's get to when that's relevant, though. So we're gonna skim through here until we get to our boy talking about making that comment here at some point here. So let's see.
With open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this.
All right, so that's that comment, and then...
Before I create this piece of art, I would just like to give the art world a little something. I got it here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Bam! So...
Bruh. Let me see. What, the
whole...
These are so short here. Okay, so... Oh my God, bro. Like...
She is some sick bastard, that Hillary Clinton, huh? What a sick son of a bitch. The whole fucking party, a bunch of degenerates, lowlives, Jew haters, and lowlives. Every one of them. Every one of them. She is some sick bastard, that Hillary...
Jesus Christ, dude. Wow, LDJ, welcome back, homie. Appreciate you. We're just skimming through here. Let me just... when do we get to the one? I'm looking for a... Or maybe it's not even here, because I think it's already past the comedian then. So I guess that was a separate one here. If anyone has the clip of when he... Because I did have it, but I think I didn't bookmark it appropriately. Because it was a big news day here. If anyone has a clip of the watermelon comment he made, that'd be great. That would help here, actually. Let's go further down here.
Not even her simp, Mark Cuban, can sell this. Even Marky Boy says this would destroy the global economy and take the USA down with it. Ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Harris is the least qualified candidate to ever run for any political office in American history.
Oh, wow. 102,000 likes. Damn. Okay, yeah, this did some fucking numbers here, huh? All right. Let's hear it.
All right. Heck yeah. It's a cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country.
I'm reading this correctly here? Like there's like hesitation, like he's hesitant to even say the joke he had written down, the pull out thing. Like
they do. There's no pulling out.
Like he pauses there. I think he's like, because he's like expecting more laughter or like a mid joke laugh, but gets nothing.
They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. All right. Heck yeah. It's cool. Black guy.
All right, so let's just hear the watermelon one more time, please, for clarification.
Guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome.
Okay. So now with that, we are now at a point where it's relevant and topical to talk about the history of the watermelon and chicken joke. So the reason why you may have heard that watermelon and chicken is a black folks food, and you also may have heard this used in a derogatory sense as a jab at the trope of blacks enjoying watermelon and chicken, which I'd argue is not a black exclusive thing. Chicken's fucking delicious. We all love chicken. I mean, I don't know if you've had fried chicken lately. It's pretty bussin'. I recall a certain chicken sandwich going fucking hella viral and crazy, and every race won some of that shit at Popeyes when it popped off. So the reason why the very racist origin of watermelon and chicken used against black people is, shocker, shocker, rooted in slavery. We go back a couple centuries here when on plantations and when blacks were sold as slaves, as a very dark and terrible time throughout humanity, etc. here, the slaves very often were fed without silverware or cutlery. You were very often, you were delegated to the slave quarters and then fed whatever leftover slop that slave owners would give you, and you had to eat and deal with that. And very often, because they were not given the decency or maybe the luxury of having utensils and cutlery, very often it was predominantly you would eat, whether you wanted to or not, you were eating like finger food style. And so watermelon and fried chicken are both prevalent finger foods in this case here. And so this was used by slave owners and racist people and racist white people as a means to belittle and demean black people, particularly black slaves, whenever they were eating food in this style. They were eating finger food style, but they also never had silverware. They also were routinely never taught how to read. So they also were belittled for being low IQ, and having that whole trope be reinforced as like, just, you're just an inferior human being because your brains are smaller, whatever the dumb, anti-science shit will be there. But again, they were also deliberately never educated because, of course, a less resourceful black person would therefore be all the less likely to escape and just become further domesticated, further reinforcing the ideology behind the scathing racism and dehumanization that slavery endures. So that's literally what it comes from, if you're curious here. If it sounds really stupid and baffling and dumb, it's because, being racist literally is. So, there you go. That is the general thing. It's just it was belittling blacks for not using silverware and cutlery. But again, they didn't because they couldn't, because they were never given that, nor ever afforded any real respect there. Just kind of bad all around, I would say. It's a really, if that sounds harsh, just go read a book on it. It's pretty, whatever I'm telling you is like the less detailed version of how terrible the whole thing really is. It's a really, really ugly time for humanity altogether. But again, thanks for listening here. So, okay, well, there we go. There's a, go ahead and drop the link for that one here. All right, so let's see. So we go from here, and Was there anything else I wanted to look at here besides here? Oh, I mean, okay, wait. All right, these are some horrible people here, but yeah, Rudy Giuliani did say this. This was pretty awful.
Hamas is not there for us. Iran is not there for us. They want to kill us. And the Palestinians are taught to kill us at 2 years old. They won't let a Palestinian in Jordan. They won't let a Palestinian in Egypt. And Harris wants to bring them to you. They may have good people. I'm sorry, I don't take a risk with people that are taught to kill Americans at 2. I'm on the side of Israel. You're on the side of Israel. Donald Trump's on the side of Israel. And they're on the side of...
God, it is so gross, dude. It is so gross. Holy shit. I'm trying to remember. Was there anything else I wanted to show you guys from this one? God, bro, they're oh, dude, fucking Byron Donalds. I hate this guy. This guy is so fucking awful, bro. You might recognize him right here. This guy, I don't know if he's a grifter or if he's just like stupid or not. I don't know, but
these people can't be real. Half the crowd wasn't even cheering.
Yeah. I don't know, dog. What up, Moonbeam? So here was the speaker list. Speaker Johnson, remember, by the way, he's the one who endorses having porn monitoring on everyone's device if he's able to get his way. Donald, who's so fucking gross. The full grifter, from Bernie Sanders supporter to now a official Republican. Tulsi Gabbard, all the way full grift now. Dr. Phil was there. He's a piece of shit. RFK Jr. literally got paid to endorse Trump, or was looking to buy his way into his cabinet. Gross as fuck here. Tucker Carlson, terrible. Very clear to me a Russian paid propagandist by now, for many reasons. Elmo, Giuliani, just shit stains everywhere here. Holy fuck, dude. So, we'll end this one here. I'll just show you. I'll show you what Byron Donald says, and then you kind of get the idea that the whole conference was just a bunch of miserable, terrible people saying awful things. So the John Cena theme did play at this is not added. This is played at the rally here. I don't know if Cena's camp is okay with that being played. I don't know. I recall there was another song that played at the rally, and I'm like, I wonder if they know. I wonder if the parent owners know about this and if they're gonna like call that or not.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot what fell off, I'm still knock your shell off. My money stacked back, plus I can't turn the swell off.
And then a highlight of him talking about again, it's this implication that like bottom gender reassignment surgeries are happening at schools, and that they're happening because of all the gay teachers grooming the children to be transgender, because in order to destroy tomorrow's America. If this sounds like a giant word salad of like of buzzwords meant to make you mad if your IQ is lower than 30, then you're correct. But this is what he says.
But the last thing we're gonna fix, and it's a big one. You see, I got 3 kids. They're all boys. And I'll be damned if you're gonna have some school tell my boys that they can now be girls. Not on my watch. Not on the watch of Donald Trump, I can promise you that. But the last thing we're gonna fix.
Oh, well, if Trump's all about fostering the youth here, then please, whenever he feels like it, I'd be happy to hear him elaborate on what policies he advocates for relevant to helping the youth out. Is he going to boost education for schools? Is he talking about subsidizing college? Is he talking about, like, how does he feel about Tim Walz's whole, free lunches for all school children, regardless of district or income level? What's he cooking here? I'm open to hearing that. I'm open to hearing it, actually. But we all know the answer, chat. So, okay. Obviously, we've been on this long enough here now. I'm about out of here. If you want to catch all the lowlights, can't really call them highlights here. You can go over to Aaron Rupar's post. I'm pretty much good here, though. You get the idea. It's terrible. And it's terrible in a uniquely awful way. Like, even for the standard we're already used to now, this was pretty fucking low. So, gross. How about we make up for this then, shall we? So, I would love to now, all right, chat. Okay. Once again, take a second here, right? Let's go full cam here. I appreciate you for putting up with that. I promise you, I hate when the streams are negative like that, but I felt like it was important to at least go through that, okay? Of course, you know me, I'm based, so I'm prepared here with some nice things to show you to make up for that. Now that we've done that, we can go over here now. So I have a section here called based, and I have a section called LOL. It's just good things from here. So we start first with, I'm a huge Andrew Garfield fan. I love him as Peter Parker in Amazing Spider-Man. Though, admittedly, him being an outcast high schooler is kind of like Cap because he's like way too handsome to be like Peter Parker. But regardless, though, the sincerity and the emotional heft he has as Peter Parker, I do enjoy. I hate the writing and I hate like Sony, honestly, for all the fucking dumb shit in Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. So, with that, we can now go over, now that I'm done glazing Andrew Garfield here. Also, I really, really enjoy him as Eduardo Suarvin in Social Network. Great movie. Really, really love that movie. So, he was recently, I guess, on some Sesame Street thing here, and I thought y'all would really enjoy. This is super fucking wholesome. Check it out.
Oh, Mr. Andrew?
Hey.
Hi. Elmo's going around Sesame Street checking in on everybody. So Elmo wants to know how Andrew's doing.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you, Elmo. You have no idea.
Elmo's happy to see you, too.
Well, I'm doing okay, you know.
Yeah? Well, what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. You sure you want to listen?
Oh, Elmo would love to listen.
Oh. I'm just thinking about my mom today. You know, she passed away not too long ago. And, you know, I just miss her a lot.
Oh, Elmo's really sorry to hear that, Mr. Andrew.
Oh, no, it's okay. You don't have to say sorry. It's actually kind of okay to miss somebody.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
You know, Elmo always feels really sad when he misses somebody.
Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. But, you know, that sadness, it's kind of a gift. It's kind of a lovely thing to feel, in a way, because it means you really loved somebody when you miss them. And when I miss someone, I remember, when I miss my mom, I remember all of the cuddles I used to get from her, all of the hugs I used to get from her. Yeah, just like that. And it makes me feel close to her when I miss her in a strange way. So I'm happy to have all the memories of my mom and the joy she brought me and the joy she brought my brother and my dad and everyone she ever met, everyone around her. So when I miss her, I remember it's because she made me so happy. So I can celebrate her and I can miss her at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Elmo really loves that, Andrew.
Elmo really listens really well.
Well,
Elmo.
Elmo wants to know how people are doing, and Elmo's very happy that you shared that with him. And you know what? Elmo's going to think about and celebrate your mommy, too.
Oh, Elmo. You know what? Nothing would make me happier and nothing would make her happy. Because you know what? I've got to tell you something. I've got to tell you a secret.
What?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Elmo was my mommy's favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Elmo needs a hug for that.
Come here.
Oh,
Oh.
Elmo loves you, Andrew.
I love you so much, Elmo, and I always have. I always will.
Yeah. And you know what? We're going to celebrate all the important and special people that you miss, too.
That's right. Each and every day, all together.
Oh man, I already watched this. My first time seeing this, I was such a teary mess, and even now I'm still a bit watery. Seeing it for like the third time or whatever, it's so good, man. It's so fucking good. But yeah, it's oh god, that is so good. You know, sadness as an emotion serves a function, and what sadness reaffirms here is that like you're not indifferent. you're not indifferent from the passing of those you love. And that sadness is proof that, yeah, you love them, obviously. And that's, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Training yourself to go through the grieving process, that way you're able to better process your emotions and more be aligned with that, so that way, you know, you control your emotions rather than your emotions control you. I think it's what I personally advocate to achieve, right? I always hate whenever I'm like the victim of how I feel rather than the victor of how I feel, you know. So yeah, you know, in the same way that, you know, Inside Out 1 kind of like has the whole main theme of like, you know, sadness does serve a function, and even though sadness is always stigmatized and you should pursue happiness and everything else here, it does bring a rationalization, but it also does bring validity to the experiences here. You know, if you're sad that they're gone, it's just proof that you love them, right? So, man, I thought that was some good shit here. So, okay, let's go from there and then to the so let's go from here to another person I greatly respect here. As we glazed yesterday on Tom Holland whenever it went to him and Zendaya, being a power couple and just showing generally healthy masculinity and a bunch of other things here. I don't know when this was done, but this is actually a shockingly candid interview from Tom Holland, specifically pertaining to what it means to be Spider-Man and what it means to do Spider-Man 4. And I don't mean that like it's like a generic PR thing here. I don't know if this has gone more viral since then, but I wanted to share with y'all because this is actually like amazing. So this is a giga-based thing here. Listen up.
When I signed my contract for Spider-Man 1, I signed a 6-picture deal. I was 18 years old. I was more excited than I'd ever been about anything ever. And for the last 10 years, I have been at the beck and call of Marvel and Sony. And proudly so. It's been the best experience of my life. I'm now at a juncture where I can say no. And now that I've been afforded that power, I am struggling to figure out.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's an ad playing right now. Actually, I should have actually taken a break and just like let the ad play. That way we wouldn't be interrupting things here. Sorry. We're gonna restart it here. Actually, that way the people who are getting hit with the ad will not be interrupted. So I'm sorry about that. Ask me a question while we're killing time here. We have like a 20 seconds to kill. Plebs, report back when the ad is done, please. Favorite animal? I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't know what my favorite animal is. I can tell you which animal I spend the most time with at the zoo. And them's aware here. You know, sometimes we all have a little bit of the autism in us, and I can't help it, chat. It's just there's something about giraffes and flamingos, but mainly flamingos. Flamingos are the like. If we can go to a flamingo portion of a zoo and it's feeding time, I can just spend 40 minutes watching flamingos. And I have before. Venom has seen me do it, actually. I'm like, God, they're so cool. So, if I have to give you an answer here, it's probably giraffe or flamingo. Both are really awesome, but probably flamingo a little bit more. How often do I poo? The healthy amount? You know, I don't... Generally, I think 1 point something, like 1 time a day, twice a day, I'd say. Didn't have any very good questions here, of course. How do I beat Ascension 17 on silent? You have to, so, okay. Honestly, the answer is there's multiple ways to take care of this here. I can tell you what I approached. I would try to make a deck that was very thin and very, very like function driven, right? I'm just like, okay, I know what deck I want and I'm gonna try to make this. But that didn't work though. What got me to actually conquer Ascension like 15 onward was just embracing a deck that had more options and having more trash in there. Like I would just, rather than like reserving and waiting for the uncommons and the golds, I would just, I saw that Silent needed kill power, and I would add in whatever would give me more kill power. I'm a bit unfamiliar right now, so I forget what I'd be looking for here, but with Silent, I'm a really big fan of having draw power, things that let you draw, and having kill power. Right now at your A17, you don't have to worry just yet about having good defense because you're not going for World 4. But when you go for World 4 clears, you're gonna need good defense in addition to good synergy. What I would tell you right now, if you want to get better at the game, what's holding you back, you need to pay way more attention to when you go to shops. Because remember, when you go to shops, everything offered at a shop is offered one time. So when you do your first shop visit, clearly you can't afford like, what is it here? I don't know, whatever it is, right? Like you're gonna buy like either a potion or a card, maybe a relic, right? But generally, whatever they're offering at the shop early on, you have to keep in mind that whatever you saw there won't be offered again. So you have to now even be all the more considerate of what decks you can build from what's already been relinquished as a potential option at future shop visits, okay? 2, I want you to start playing, and I want you to get a little sweaty here. Have the list of boss relics and shop relics next to you. With that information, start determining here, what deck can I build? Based off of what the boss relics are when I clear World 1 and World 2, what deck can I build here? Having just one relic will change everything, right? You notice already with Kunai and Shuriken, you already know that those two are scaling ammunition out the wazoo. So all you need is the one relic to change your shitty deck to being a synergy powerhouse. So keep that in mind. Okay, if you know Shoryuken and Kunai are dank, are they boss relics or are they shop relics? And if so, are you keeping tabs on what's been offered and what's not here? Be a sweat. It's not cheating. You're accumulating. You're building good habit, honestly. So with that, I wish you luck and have out of here. Okay, so ad break is done. Sorry about that. I was yapping there. All right, so back to where we were here.
When I signed my contract for Spider-Man 1, I signed a 6-picture deal. I was 18 years old. I was more excited than I'd ever been about anything ever. And for the last 10 years, I have been at the beck and call of Marvel and Sony. And proudly so. It's been the best experience of my life. I'm now at a juncture where I can say no. And now that I've been afforded that power, I am struggling to figure out what is the right thing to do. It's meant I've had to put my foot down in certain instances, which I haven't been allowed to do in the past. And I think the learning curve that I'm on right now is dealing with that new sense of power, making sure that I don't abuse it, but making sure that I do the best thing for me rather than for the studio. And really the best thing for the character. I don't want to make another movie for the sake of making it. I don't want
the studio wants you to make another Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. And I want to make another one. I want to make many more, but I want to do it for the right reasons. And now, like I said to you earlier, sometimes I miss the day when getting the job was the win. Navigating and figuring out what having that kind of power means and that responsibility.
Yeah.
And I'm figuring it out. And I'm speaking to people and asking questions. And, you know, I've been speaking to Downey a lot, but it is something that keeps me up at night. And I'm constantly thinking of like, is this the right thing to do? Am I going to do justice to the character? Am I going to do justice to the fans? I definitely don't want to just make a movie for the sake of it, because that's not what Spider-Man represents.
I mean, y'all, if that doesn't like put a smile on your face to hear that, like that reassures you that like, even if Spider-Man 4 sucks ass when it comes out in 2026, you know that he was in it for the right reason. Like, you know, because in the end, he's not wrong. He is surrounded by yes men. You know, you got Sony and Disney up his fucking ass to just make more because it just prints money, right? Like, you know, Spider-Man No Way Home was the first theatrical film to crack $1 billion in box office after quarantine lifted up. That's huge. That was the film that got Americans back in the theater. The theater which everyone concluded was dying and going to be a permanent death going forward because of all the missteps that Warner Brothers did with just the streaming shit and Disney overemphasizing streaming shit and cannibalizing their own Pixar line with just dropping this shit on Disney Plus, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, yeah, it's honestly, it's unironically, it's the DJ Khaled suffering from success. Whenever you were the underdog and getting the film greenlit was the hard thing, there was less stress to worry about. But whenever the studios are just bending over like the whores they are, unironically, whores non-gender discriminatory here. They want anything. Please let's make Spider-Man. Let's sign another 5 contract. Let's sign another 5 film deal. Let's make Spider-Man 4, 5, 6, and 2 Avengers appearances. You know, they're ready to sign hella ink, lock him in, and it's like, man, okay, well, I want him to be good. They need to be good. I want to do it for the fans. I want to do it for me. You know, it's just, he's not wrong, bro. It's definitely a lot harder when you're in the position of power, make it happen and whatnot. So
it's a complicated one, and I feel like I owe it to them to give and deliver the best version of what the next chapter for Spider-Man looks like. And I think that's really important. And I think the creative integrity for something like that is really important. And the studio is on board and supportive and really collaborative. And I've been so blown away by how welcoming they've been into that creative room. But, you know, we're working now with the pedal is to the metal. We're trying to get it going as soon as possible. Things are looking great, but there's still a lot of moving pieces that need to come together for us to hit the ground running. I'm not really sure about how much I can talk about in terms of what are some of the challenges we face creatively and logistically.
No one's listening. You know, come on.
Yeah. Obviously, one of the things to like bear in mind with Marvel is that your film is a small cog in a large machine, and that machine has got to keep running. And you need to make sure that you can fit into that timeline at the right time to benefit the bigger picture.
An infinite number of machines across the multiverse.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, that's one of the challenges we're facing, and the time in which we need to get that done is a tall order, but definitely achievable with the fantastic people we have working on it now. But my biggest thing is the creative. We have a creative and a pitch and a draft, which is excellent. It needs work, but the writers are doing a great job. And I read it 3 weeks ago, and it really like lit a fire in me. Zendaya and I sat down and read it together, and we at times were like bouncing around the living room like, this is a real movie worthy of like the fans' respect. But there's a few things we need to figure out before we can get that really going. But it's exciting, and I'm really, really excited about it.
You know, I've only seen Spider-Man 3 No Way Home once in theaters. I feel like it would be not as dank on my second watch because I can tell that the film was paced to like really let the theater like scream whenever the crossovers happen and shit like that. So I'm wondering how much I still like No Way Home, minus the fanboyism of seeing, you know, just seeing that 20-year apex of the crossover occur. And with all that I'm trying to say here is like, I don't even know, like, I guess the question I'm gonna ask chat here is like, where should Spider-Man 4 even go at this point? Like, because I covered it last stream here that Spider-Man 4 as of now is dated for, I believe, July 2026, and it's between it is after the Avengers Doomsday Part 1 with RDJ as Doctor Doom, right? And then 2 months later it's Spider-Man in July of 2026. And then Avengers Doomsday Part 2 is the following year, like May 2027. So because Spider-Man 4 is, as of right now, scheduled for between these two films, I assume here that there's some like continuity, and whatever happens with RDJ as Doom will influence, you know, we're going to play further into the whole like Tony Stark mentor father figure to in-universe Peter Parker, and then Doom being or RDJ, or I'm sorry, Tony Stark being Doom is gonna really hit, you know, Mr. Father figure here, Peter Parker, hardcore in Spider-Man 4, you know. So, AKA, you know, as of now, I would speculate here it would be Spider-Man 4, Daddy Issues would be what the film would be called effectively. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what my speculation loosely is right now. To me, that's that's the strongest angle I can think of for a Spider-Man 4 film this time here, is really just like, you know, because even for me, you know, what the thing that I remember the most from Infinity War is I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good, doctor, right? Or whatever he says here. Spider-Man, dad's not home. Yeah. And this is not me also, I want to clarify, this is not me endorsing the RDJ as Doom. Personally, it feels very safe, and I mean, the capability for a good story there is possible, but it feels so like, okay, clearly Phase 4 sucked ass, and we know what worked well previously, and we went on the nuclear option. We just threw, I'm gonna assume here a figure that starts at $50 million to get RDJ to sign on for this shit, because it's just like, you know, I mean, you can't even offer him enough money for him to say yes. He has to actually like the idea and get a bajillion dollars to do the shit. So I would be curious of where we would of what Spider-Man 4 would want to go. It can go in some good directions, I would say here, but I'm curious, given that it's currently scheduled between both Doomsday films, what they would want to do, and what is Tom Holland liking right now. But I thought that was really, really good. He's aware that like there's pressure and a bunch of other shit here. So I thought y'all would find this little interview segment. I don't know what podcast it's from, by the way, here, but I thought you'd find that really, really based for sure. Okay, so we go from here now, and so speaking of Marvel though, have you been curious of? You may recall here that Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame were both directed by the duo known as the Russo brothers. I don't know what other films they have done here, but the trailer for their next film, The Electric State, which also stars Chris Pratt, among others here, and Anthony Mackie, again, among others here, is dropping on Netflix March 14th. I have no clue what this is about, but I figured, given that it's the Russo brothers and we were on a Marvel thing, you know, and it's news, figured, you know, sure, let's hop in here and let's do a raw react. Let's just see what we got. I know nothing about this film other than it's Russo brothers and some Marvel people. Not by Marvel, of course, but let's see.
You sure you want to do this?
Right now, all of us have something in common. We all lost something after the rebellion. Robots lost their freedom. Humans lost connection with each other. And I lost everyone I loved. Or so I thought.
So you want to go get your brother back? I'll go with you.
Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova in the sky.
sorry. You can't change the way things are. Watch me.
Get ready.
You ready for what now?
Ham, get us out of here!
Hold on! Who throws a fridge? Son of a...
So a pretty big giveaway of an indication of confidence is that if the film gets rated, that means it was submitted to the MPAA, Motion Picture Association of America, which is generally not cheap to do. So I don't know if this means that also though it could mean that initially this was planned to be a theatrical release upon the greenlit, and then Netflix decided to just make it a Netflix only thing or whatever. I don't know exactly. That could be a good or a bad thing there. Like maybe it was like, oh, we'll finance a theatrical film, and then they lost confidence. Now it's just going to be coming to Netflix only, but it was already rated. Or alternatively, it was rated because they're confident that, you know, it could, whatever like it being rated means, which is usually good for advertisers and whatnot. Either way though, yeah. So this is a very interesting, I would say. I'm a busy guy though. I can't promise I'd watch it on Netflix here particularly. Nor do I have Netflix here. The whole thing about Netflix is that like, this shit's $16 a month now. So it's just like, I don't know. The last thing your boy want to do is hop on another fucking subscription service. So whatever on that shit. But yeah, we'll see. We'll keep tabs on it. If y'all end up, if y'all have Netflix, let me know how it goes. But I didn't hate the trailer. I would say it was very interesting for sure. So we go from that over to our next thing here. So I don't know if y'all are like me. This will come off like I have a thing for white women. I promise you, I don't. Well, I one obviously, but like Anna Kendrick is really based. I've always been a fan of her work, and I loved her in a lot of movies. Actually, one of the ones I really enjoyed was the one where it was I think it's called 50-50. It was it's the dramedy that involves Joseph Gordon-Levitt going through depression and was tentatively suicidal with having terminal cancer, and then his therapist was Anna Kendrick, and she fucking kills it in that role. I don't know if you've ever heard that film or not here, but okay. Well, anyways, yeah, she's based, she's awesome, and if you didn't know, she recently tackled her directorial debut for the movie Woman of the Hour, which comes out on Netflix. I think it came out already here, but the trailer had dropped here. So I wanted to show with you because I saw this and I'm like, bro, okay, this looks really good to me. I wanted to know what y'all thought here too, actually, about it. So correct, yeah, Seth Rogen was his friend in that movie, yes. So here's a trailer for Woman of the Hour, starring and directed by Anna Kendrick.
Did you want me to try it again?
No. We'll be in touch.
Hey, Cheryl.
Yeah.
No.
No. Janet?
Janet. Helen, I can barely afford my rent.
Well, I booked you a guest spot on a TV show.
Right through here.
Great.
You okay?
Great. Have fun.
All right, everybody, let's get started.
The games begin.
Bachelor number 1. This is nice and easy. What are girls for?
What do you mean?
Just what I said. I believe in you, Bachelor number 1.
Let's go.
When I look in your eyes, I go crazy.
Bachelor number 2. What are girls for?
Why does this feel like a trap?
That old feeling inside.
I've been on this show since 1968. The one thing I've learned is, no matter what words they use, the question beneath the question remains the same.
You know when I look in your eyes, I go crazy.
What's the question?
Which one of you will hurt me?
And Bachelor number 3. I'm counting on you. What are girls for?
Bro, I don't know if it's just me. That trailer fucking cooked, bro. I'm again, fanboyism aside here. I think that was a brilliantly cut trailer. Kind of didn't really spoil shit. Just kind of kept you with the intrigue on my end. But you felt nothing. Damn, I thought I was hidden there. Well, what are girls for? I don't know where she's getting at there. I mean, I'm also kind of, I got the tism. I'm really bad at those kind of questions. Like I dating game Riz, where it's like come up with like the clever, witty one-liners. I don't fucking know. What are girls for? I don't know. Girls are for raising to be a emotionally nourished daughter. Women are for dating and love making. You know, that's like, I don't know. Like, I mean, what adult woman refers themselves as girls? So I just, you know, that's where my answer would go if I had to throw up like fucking dating Riz or whatever. But like, you know, I don't fucking know. So, but yeah, okay. I guess I wasn't cooking there. That's fair enough. It's okay. Look, I'll see it when I get a chance. I'll let you know how it was. All right, and then from there, given that we have done Shadow the Hedgehog, I just think Radical Highway is so cool. You know, why are we going back to Radical Highway again here, right? And Jet, once again, dude, just fucking delivers, bro. This is masterclass in shit posting here. So here we go.
Black Doom. I already know what you're planning. There's only one thing I haven't figured out. Why do you keep taking me back to Radical Highway?
I just think Radical Highway is so cool.
What?
I mean, you grind down the suspension cables like whoosh, and then the fighter jets come in and drop bombs like and you dodge them, and then you go in that building with the springs. It's like bong, 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 bong. My God, it's so cool.
What are you, 12?
I am an immortal conqueror of galaxies beyond your imagination. I've earned the right to geek out about my favorite level in Sonic Adventure 2.
How pathetic.
You know, being all cool and stoic doesn't make you better than me.
Well, I defeated you last time, so I think it does, actually.
This is a compliment to you. Why don't you just admit that it's cool?
I don't want approval from the likes of you.
Ungrateful whelp. How dare you say that to your own father?
You're not my dad!
You were born of my DNA.
You weren't ever there for me. You keep talking about Radical Highway, but where were you when I actually went there, huh?
Maybe I'm trying to make up for lost time.
I said I don't want your approval.
See you in the next stage for more Radical Highway, son.
Fuck you, Dad.
Oh my God. The ending is so good. It's like, it's so good that you only become sad when you realize it's not canon because it's such a good shitpost. Like, it's such a good shitpost that you want the sitcom, you want the, you know, just like you want Home Improvement rewritten, and rather than be Tim Allen, it's just fucking Black Doom and Shadow building a fence together, or God help me, King of the Hill, but it's just rather than Bobby and Hank, it's fucking just Black Doom and Shadow or whatever here. Oh man, godlike. So, all right. So then from here now, we my last segment here, and I was gonna stop at 3 hours today, and it's already past 3 hours now. So we're gonna do the emote stuff tomorrow because I do need to go walk my dog, and we'll be ending here pretty soon anyway. So I apologize if you were clickbaited here for the emote tour. It's okay. We can just do it tomorrow instead. So we have here in our final section a thought-provoking thing here. There's like a 2-month period when someone is falling in love with you where you can get them to read, listen, watch pretty much anything. You really got to take advantage of that. I paused and I thought about this too. Like, when you're infatuated and you're like in the honeymoon phase, I feel like that's pretty true though. You can like the honeymoon is when everyone's like media appetite is like artificially larger than it ever would be, right? So like I'm trying to think here. Like, I feel like I did this to Venom a lot. I don't remember though. When we first started talking, did I? Because of me, she watched Interstellar. She read the Dragon Ball manga. I watched Death Note, but at the same time here, I watched Death Note with her, but I told her I'd already read and loved Bakuman. Both are by the same mangaka duo, so it's kind of like that ooh like cringe soulmate ship. Because like, what are the chances that my favorite manga was Bakuman, but her favorite anime was Death Note, and then they're the same creator. Oh my god! And then she read Bakuman. Then we watched Death Note. And then I was like, I actually want to read this. And then I read Death Note after, just like, and I thought it's kind of crazy actually. So, dropping a link there for you real quick. I thought that was kind of cool. This is really funny here. So, Dean Withers, you may recall, this is the base Chad who did the 1v20 debate on Jubilee recently. I didn't cover that, but it was a good watch. You probably heard of him recently. AKA blonde-haired Tom Holland, and he was interviewing presumably some Trump supporters in Michigan, right? And let's see. Don't worry, this is a LOL here. This is just funny because like what happens here is like really, really funny.
I'm voting for Donald Trump.
Do you think that Kamala Harris is a communist?
Yep.
Define communism.
Kamala Harris.
Well, that's an example. Give me a definition.
It's Kamala Harris. How about you define why you like Kamala Harris?
No. We're good. Please, I want to talk to him.
How about you define why you like Kamala Harris?
Sure, I'll tell you.
Do that.
Okay, are we good? Come back in frame.
No, seriously. Tell me why you like Kamala Harris.
Let me tell you why I like Kamala Harris if you'll allow me 30 seconds to speak. I like Kamala Harris because she's not a 34-count felon like Trump.
You gotta wait for the, Are you fucking kidding me right now?
No, she's also not a violent sexual abuser like Trump. She isn't sexualized a little.
He's not, though. You listen to CNN, right?
No, he was held civilly liable by a court of law in the state of New York in the year 2022.
New York. It's New York, dude.
It's New York.
Yeah, exactly.
What about it?
All Democrats, man.
It's all Democrats?
Exactly.
Two of the people in the jury were Republicans.
Joe Biden appointed all of them. Are you kidding me right now?
No.
You are a silly little man.
I'm a silly little man. Jesus Christ, these people are crazy.
Bruh. It's how tight he got, bro. He got so tight at the possibility that the reality that he's manufactured is not accurate. Oh my god, bro. All right, and then any college students here, bro? I didn't cover this the other day, but I kind of wanted to show this one with y'all too here. Or you just screen cap the question, and it tells you the answer, bro. That I didn't know we were at this point now where like you can just have the AI like skim a screenshot and just fart out the answer, bro. You gotta like. So remember the other day when we covered here that students were using ChatGPT to even figure out what questions to ask the teacher for the facade of seeming like they're engaged in class. and that they're just 100% they're outsourcing the tools to just completely like to delegate as much of the workload to tools as possible, and that effectively now where we are here with education paradigms, that they're immediately outdated, and that you have to immediately pivot to testing application, because just doing the task will result in every student that doesn't give a shit that just outsource to GPT or some kind of like AI writing shit or whatever here. I didn't know we were at this point already though. This is fucking nuts. I want to show this again actually. Whew, man, that is so yeah, the recent 5,050 on like I mean, look, I was in college, 2007 to 2012, and man, I'm thinking about what the modern climate must be like, bro. Yo, Speedster, thanks for stopping by again today, bro. Appreciate you. We had a group activity last weekend to write slogans, and these 3 groups used ChatGPT and all got the same answers. Oh my god, no way, dude. That's hilarious. Yeah. Bruh.
Try thought I was a girl chat.
Parayoshi will sit here and drop no context on this whole thing here. I want y'all. Oh, you know what? Y'all, Parayoshi look like Exhibit's unclaimed son. There, I'm gonna say it. All right. So like, imagine Exhibit having a name like Parayoshi. You would never think. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. You want to clap? I'll clap. Y'all saw the group photo for the TwitchCon recap when I did that shit. It's me, X to the Z Exhibit, bro. What's the difference between me and you? About 5 bank accounts, 3 ounces, and 2 vehicles. Shit. I know a couple bars here. Shit. You saw the group pic. You know what it is. Go and show them what's up. But thank you so much for the 57 months, bro. You godlike. It's okay. He thought I was autistic. That's not true. Oh my god, wait. Y'all can't be. Why are y'all sharing? These are all offline conversations, bro. Y'all are okay, I lied. Everything they're saying is unproven and not validated. So no one take them seriously because they're just farming me right now. None of this happened here, okay? Like, bro. Oh yeah, I plead the 5th. I plead the 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. I plead all the amendments, bro. Shit, get out of here. Anyways, what's your most liked tweet? What do you think of my cock game, Mario? So long, gay Bowser. I didn't like this tweet. I don't know when that happened here, but I don't know when let's just move on here. Okay, all right. So anyways, so in other news for LOL here, the Magic Mouse, the infamous mouse that is ergonomically terrible. I've tried one before in person. It's an impressively bad mouse, I will say. This is the mouse with the charging port on the underside. Well, it, along with a few other Apple accessories, were the last things to be still on the Lightning port and not having had a USB-C port. Presumably, it was awaiting a remodel because a lot of these products here have been pretty sterile for pushing upwards of 10 years now. And sad to report here that the Magic Mouse, the Touch ID keyboard, and the trackpad are all now updated to USB-C. But in the Magic Mouse's case here, it is the same terrible ergonomic, completely baffling shit-ass mouse. And the port is still on the underside here. Notice the lack of a picture of it. But now it is USB-C rather than Lightning. So, yeah, this mouse is impressively awful. Okay. Anyone here ever consume any PDFs? You know, the file format. Well, an update on Dr. Kid Inspect. The grift is fully there now. Make gaming great again. Apparel and merch now available at the Champions Club. Truly, we are beyond parody, y'all.
Let's make gaming great again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's make gaming great again.
Unreal. Unreal. All right, well, there you go, y'all. We've hit the end point now. Officially, I mean, I don't know how, if you get any lower than this, bro. It's just like clown central here. So just thought, you know, checking on Doc, see how things are going, you know, reform, retirement, whatever. It's just, you know, whatever this is here. Okay. Somewhere a white person is planning a Halloween costume for tonight that's gonna fuck up their whole future. And action. So I mean, this was already pretty bad before the blackface, but then you add in the blackface, and it's just like, I hope this is like AI. You know what I mean? I don't know, y'all. Just I mean, the kid looks young too. Hope he's like not totally fucked for life here. I mean, I think I'd love to see some reform. I mean, we can write an essay on I mean, this is what comes to mind for me is the Bill Cosby shrine that was made at Blizzard before everyone got fired. This is like somewhere approaching that level of cringe. Like, you know better. The fact that you know about the baby oil means that you are attentive to the news and you know that there was a Department of Homeland Security raid on his compound and they found 1,000 bottles of like lube and baby oil, shit like that. Like to make this reference means that you've read the news and you know what happened there. So I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, how do you know the reference but then do this dumb shit? And then the blackface. I don't even know what are you even doing there, bro? Like, oh man, bro. Okay, just, you know, before it's deleted, just go ahead and god damn, bro. Chat, I don't have to even say right now. I'm just like, all right, well, that happened, I guess. So I guess we'll see. All right. Next up here, let's go ahead and check in on our boy Chris Hansen. Are y'all watching his new show, by the way? I don't know where this is at here. I want to catch it, but let's check in real quick here. How is Chris Hansen doing?
So you prefer prostitutes as opposed to socializing and meeting?
I don't prefer. I guess I don't have game, whatever.
You don't have Riz game. So you prefer prostitutes as opposed to socializing and meeting?
I don't prefer. I guess I don't have game, whatever.
You don't have Riz game. So
the way he delivers Riz so stoically, like, why are you even trying? Why are we even using like slang on? Clearly, this guy is not like with it here. Oh my god. Okay, so I need to know, like, where can I catch this at here? Where's the new Chris Hansen Predator show? So I can catch it here, because I'm like, I need more lulls in my life here. Oh my god, bro. All right, and then we have one more last thing here. So yeah, LOL. I don't know. Some staffer on Trump's social medias threw up the, when I'm president, the McDonald's ice cream machines will work great again. And it's just like, bro, this is such Lamau fodder here. Like, bro, he stepped out. He's already done. Like, I know you want to have your romance fanfic novel, but like, you know, you're fighting Kamala, not Biden. So I don't know. I don't think it was him. I think it was definitely some staff right here for sure. I can't imagine anyone that like Trump personally would have point here knows Photoshop well enough to hit the Biden ice cream cone with the thing here, which is even nuts because the whole photo op was so comically like stupid anyway. So I don't know, y'all. Just fucking nuts. All right. Well. Oh my god. All right, well with that, y'all, that concludes our try hard talk. I know that was I keep having more things to yap about, but it's election week, so it is what it is here. I hope that y'all all are making a plan to go vote. I would love to hear that y'all went voted and that you are aware that early voting is a thing in most states. It varies by state to state here, but obviously you should check if you're registered to vote. It's probably already too late to do that in most states anyway, if you haven't already. And then you can go early vote, because why wait until, if you can, why wait until the shit show that'll be November 5th when you can instead go early vote now, if possible, and go from there. I want to say if you go to like vote.org, I mean, it's really easy to figure out here in your district, in your county, in your state, how, if you have early voting, you can find out where your certified early voting center is, hours of operation, and how much time you have left here. For me in Louisiana, it is we actually can early vote until tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last day, and then from there, then there's like a week of recess, and then it's the shit show on the next Tuesday, the 5th. So just to kind of give you an idea there. But yeah, y'all should go vote for sure. Again, because also your local politics are really important too here. There's all kinds of things that happen that are elections. I mean, they're not happening right now, particularly here, but you want to make sure you know about when your House representative is up for re-election. You want to know about your chief of police. You want to know about your any like city council memberships are all elections. And I promise you, it's a fuck ton of old people voting who don't care about whatever you want, and so you got to get in there and vote too, actually. So yeah, stakes are extremely high here. Definitely get on that for sure. Yeah, that's me too, actually. Most of my races are unopposed Republicans, which is pretty sad. But I'm also in a hopelessly red state though. Like at least Texas can go blue. Ted Cruz can lose, which would be amazing. So I'm rooting for you, Texas. I want to see what happens here. Let's show them what we can do. But on my end here in Louisiana, it's pretty fucking hopeless. It's pretty. It's me actually voting for the least evil Republican. If I'm being real. I'm not even joking. It's pretty fucking bad. I want to thank y'all again for tuning in today. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. But yeah, it's now 10 o'clock here, and it's been longer than 3 hours. So do not worry. Tomorrow we will look at the emotes, and I will be here sooner because I should be further along with my task of organizing my stuff here. A bit of a tease. You can see here, my emotes folder now is like super organized by dates. So when I get here tomorrow, I'll show you some deep dive trivia here. I'll show you some emotes that were banned for copyright. I kid you not, that I couldn't use on Twitch at the time. I'll show you how the emotes evolved into the absolutely nasty arsenal you currently have right now. I've always been pretty attentive on the emote game, so I cannot wait to walk y'all through this. So yeah, with that though, time to go walk the dog though. Gotta go pet the skinny. So let's see who's live here, and let's hop on that. Thank you again so much for tuning in today. Sorry again that I like I mentioned in the early beginning part of the stream here, we've been hitting it hardcore, and I'm doing the insane task of 12 years of digital hoarding and organizing all my files. It's pretty boring, but at the same time here, it's been really fucking awesome. And I'm doing things that I've never done before, and that feels all the more empowering when I get back to resuming the YouTube shit. Okay, all right, let me see here. Looking for someone to raid right now. Oh shit, hang on, wait a minute. I think a friend of ours is live right now. Could raid this person. Oh, that was kind of a bang finger that game, actually. Yeah, this song fucks. Alright. Ooh, there are so many people live right now. It's hard to narrow it down here, but I'm gonna throw up a couple of peeps that would be worth looking at here. It's actually kind of crazy. Oh, wait, damn, do I raid? Oh man, I think I gotta raid this person actually. Okay, so okay, before we raid, Soulja Boy is live right now. I don't think he's live as often lately, but just want to let you know here, if y'all want to see the swag god himself here, Soulja Boy, go over there and you can in the studio right now, you know, ripping it. You know, we're fans. But man, my boy is live right now. I kind of gotta go over here and show him some fucking love, dude. All right, chat, we are rating Cash Nasty. When has Cash last been live, dude? Let's see here. Oh, actually, he's been live. He's been live lately a lot, actually. Oh, I didn't know. I don't know when he resumed streaming here, but okay, he's actually been doing his thing. Okay, cool. Oh, he's actually been live for a bit now. All right, awesome. He might have Tryhard Band. I don't know here, but like all right, so if y'all don't know here, me and Cash, well, Cash is now a incredibly successful a YouTuber. He has 4 million YouTube subs. It's a pretty big fucking deal these days. He grinded YouTube, and YouTube can scale up really hardcore. So I've been kind of like I've been seeing what he's been up to. Honestly, I'm really proud of him here. If y'all remember, me and Cash were roommates like back in like 2014 to 2016, and I'm really happy for him actually. He's got a daughter now. He was out in LA. I think he was saying he was thinking about moving back to Louisiana. I don't know if he did or not, but I'm already out of time.